Ow. Hello, Lena. You're so pretty. Such a pretty girl. Bye.
Cat.
Ah, yes. I just find it ironic. Liam shows up as soon as I go to switch the laundry.
He sensed it.
Yeah. He's busy now. Ha ha! Oh, scheist. My god, this thing has been updating the items for like an hour. Usually it's the monsters that take a day and a half. Well, that's why they finally officially added the +1, 2, and 3s of all the basic items.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Woo.
finally, I don't have to custom make them all now. Looks like they also added all of them. Oh, good. Yeah, it looks like they added all the options for the enchantments too. That's nice. Maybe they've actually made all the armors adamantine too.
That I don't think so, maybe? I don't know. Since it's not like a fully official thing. I don't know. Maybe.
Like I hope at least like the plate, you know, the heavy armor.
Yeah, that one.
You know, maybe whatever makes sense, you know, for solid pieces of metal. It'd definitely be heavy armors though. I don't see him adding like an adamantine shirt. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot to just in case. I wanted to directly put the sketches you made on his thing, but the file's too big. So
Yeah.
I'll be damned if I don't use this pretty thing.
You have to cut it out or something.
Yeah, I'd have to cut it out.
But just the face or like have the hand and stuff.
Yeah, but I can worry about that later. I don't think he's going to show up today unless you guys do some really fucking insane shit. Which I won't put past you.
There. Still open the flask if y'all want. You know, there's still nothing inside.
I'm more fearing what's inside of it. Like when you open it and there's something coming out, we are in trouble.
Really?
Well, I do have noted down what is in there, so.
Yeah, Nephro learned last time.
Oh, did he? Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't remember at all. What was there?
Yeah, he did. Like he was like in some kind of elf or no, like was it just Shame Changer? It was like a I forgot exactly what it was, but the dude like told him when he bought it, but he had to like pay extra for that information or something.
Oh,
I also
I seriously
forgot.
don't remember
Because
at
he
all.
didn't, because
Yeah.
he didn't specify that in the initial deal, so the dude charged him extra to know that.
I believe that though.
Yeah, I mean, I buy that. It's just I don't. I remember I noted down what was in it,
Yeah, like,
but
we were told, I didn't note it down because it's not my iron flask, but it was some kind of like almost like humanoid thing. I just remember that somewhat. Like
What are these
humanoid-ish in the
things?
fact that it's not like a fucking beholder or something in there.
Yeah,
as
okay.
fun as that would be.
I mean, if
Yeah.
it's a shape changer, it could be a
I think,
beholder.
like, I believe it was either like some form of shape changer or like or like some kind of elfish like race, but I don't remember. It's been a while.
Could have it been like the same as no, that was an NPC in there. Like the Eladrin, the Winter Eladrin was like
Oh
an
no, it was the
NPC.
Winter Ladrin.
Yeah,
For it to be
Yeah, that's what was
it's
in
like
there.
I know
That's
it's in
in
there.
the
It's like I
Eladrin,
think he
yeah.
might have asked
Oh,
about the
okay.
name on the flask, but I don't think he figured out what was inside the flask.
Because I remember there was like
That's
in
why I
the
thought it was
dance
like
thing or
elf-like
something,
guys
there was
because
like
they're
an Eladrin.
basically like elemental elves or something
Yeah,
almost.
I mean that's what Eladrins basically are. That's what Borg
Yeah.
is. So
Yeah, like that's why I remembered that there was some kind of humanoid thing in there. I just didn't remember like Eladrin.
Yeah,
yes,
Eladrin.
Eladrin.
That was what was
I mean, it could be
Cardonic,
like if
right?
some insane Eladrin.
Yeah, I mean it could have basically been Chocolatier 2.0.
I'm the
Maybe.
Chocolatier's cousin, bitches.
Just
maybe-
like
maybe-
Winter is on.
Maybe it was the Chocolatier who sealed him to begin with, and then like we have like an ally on our hands. Oh, fuck it, let's fuck this guy up.
To be fair, I mean, it's unlikely to run into that because he tends to seal and almost immediately use them for energy or
Yeah.
parts or.
Well, let's get moving,
Hey,
Mister.
I'm pretty sure those guys are like in tune with the Fae, so it wouldn't be too implausible that he
They're
could
very.
have known them.
Eladrins are way closer to the Feywild than normal elves are.
So yeah, it's not uncommon that they might have known or heard of him. Or it's not impossible, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they
Um,
spent time in the Feywilds, perhaps they might have, but.
Yeah. And of course, if they don't like want to kill us immediately after being released from that.
Yeah. Assuming, they aren't just don't
You
pop out
sealed
with like the
me
equivalent
in
of
this
a
4,000 years.
Yeah,
bunch of
because what was it?
what you call it, like necklaces of fireballs and a hammer just
Yeah.
ready to go. I
What
got
was
you
it again?
now,
Like,
smash.
You have 1 minute control of the thing in the flask till it goes to its senses.
I think
Or what-
that's right.
I don't
something
remember.
Like
Or does
that.
it need to do a save or something? Like I
you
know
can
that summon
then
spells
use the
do.
No,
action
it just
to
traps
suck it.
him, for what I know.
You can use the action to try and suck it back in, but like if it doesn't work or after a certain time, they just become to their own senses
Hostile,
again
yeah.
or something.
Yeah, it's like they gotta make us or really fuck you.
Yeah, and
Give me
even
the
like,
old
sucking-
basic ones. Quit trying to give me the goddamn new rules, you piece of garbage.
trying to suck anything and will obviously require a save to begin
Yeah.
with too.
But like I think like some of the
it's 1
summon
hour.
spells
they
they
are
have
friendly
like
to
a
you
1
1
hour.
hour
Okay,
after you
1
release
hour.
it.
And
So-
then
kind of like dominate monster then.
Yeah. And it's the
Like,
same thing. If it's
it's
something that it's
split.
pretty sure is going to kill it, it won't do it.
yeah, like it still has its senses enough to not just
Yeah,
Go
commit
with fight, it
suicide
can't
for
win.
your part. So, but after
So
that
in
hour,
other
all
words, if
bets
the
are off.
creature knows wish, I can actually use it to put something in my bottle.
if
Yes.
you do what?
I'm just joking. I'm making weird jokes.
He starts trapping random peasants.
Let's collect
No,
Go,
uh,
Steve!
It's like,
Good,
can you
but
put wish into this bottle?
Oh,
a
Lord.
wish.
Yeah.
Well, it only
think you can
captures
put,
creatures.
wish
It doesn't
in there.
store. Yeah, it can't store spells.
You
It's
can't.
only
You can
creatures.
just have people. Same with your bottles and stuff. It can't go over 30.
No,
I think.
I meant the spell bottle.
Oh God,
do
he,
a
The
wish
bottle
and
go-
can go to third and the
Yeah.
rings go to fifth.
right.
Or
Yeah,
something
third
like
and
that.
fifth.
Or
And
either or.
Well,
wish is
I think
They
the,
might
not.
be different.
the bottle still carries a fifth, but it
Fourth?
can't like break it up like a ring can.
Ah, okay.
It
Yeah,
only
it-
holds the one spell
only has
up to
that one.
fifth level, whereas
True.
the spell storing rings can hold 5 levels worth of spell.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah, wish is a 9th level spell.
yes, it is top tier spell. But I can see friggin' Nephro trying to sneak into the palace in Ebony Waters and trying to capture fucking Fervorous. Just for that 1
This
hour.
is a
Kill
shiny
them all!
Pokemon!
Now we run.
No running's gonna help from that,
Not long term, no.
especially not from Fanfare.
Oh yeah, he would
I mean,
immediately
even
try to
more
hunt her
so
out.
before.
That's my wife.
Might help you with your problem later, Aiden.
I don't think that's gonna be any of my problem at all.
Uh,
I think you're misunderstanding completely. Aiden's just gonna point to where you ran with her.
that way, I have nothing to do with that guy.
Lifts hands up like no, no.
Yeah, unless the
Aiden
goddess
has
wants to
more-
curse you.
Aiden wouldn't have anything to do with it, so he would just not like care. It was just like, yeah, go there, I guess.
God. Take me to the gods, and then you're gonna kill them all. You got an hour to do this. Go.
God. Would be very funny. Or just the moment you say run, Aiden just uses hold person on you.
Aww.
My fun.
What am I supposed to do?
I
Break
mean,
my oath over some dumb shit?
I know, you should. But then he could use the bottle to take that, because hold person is third level.
Yeah. I mean, he
Or-
could.
And then I
fourth?
just cast it again. And again.
Counter spell.
And then and again.
He,
Yeah,
he
no
still
more
can
spell
every
slots.
time do the same
Yeah.
thing, and then you are running out of turns. He can still move and do it.
Yeah, I mean, I can move after and just
Yeah.
continuously cast it.
Or he just releases, Ververs right there. Get me out of here!
Oh god, if you would have control of Fervorous for like 1
1
hour, that
hour.
would be already kind of bad.
That would be.
God knows if she just has something that would immediately break that control the moment she's released from the bottle.
To be honest.
I mean, she has
Probably just-
legendary saves, but if she's stuck in the bottle,
Yeah, but like,
She-
if she's released, I mean, if she's
still,
released to the
yeah, she still can, under the 1 hour thing. Like it
I-
flat out says there's no save once it's released from the bottle. Going into
would
it,
have
there's a
imagined her
save,
to
but
have some
once it's
kind of
out,
blessing.
yeah, it's like. To be fair,
I mean,
she
that's
doesn't
why
have immunity
it's
to
possible
that.
to even trap gods and stuff, because there are some things, but the initial test to actually try it, so
Yes.
the fact that you would have to try and get Fervors into the bottle would be harder.
And
Much harder.
not to mention the amount of enemies you make yourself with, which will
Like,
probably
yeah,
come
I
and kill you,
guarantee
including
you-
possibly other gods
Yeah,
too.
it's like I guarantee it would take you at least 4 tries to get her into the bottle. So, because she'd use those 3
Yeah.
legendaries if somehow she kept rolling ones to just go, no. Oh lord, they're expecting 2 inches of snow here Tuesday. That means this entire state's
Yay.
gonna shut down and go insane.
We had about 2 millimeters of it.
So yeah, like
We are
half an
drowning
inch.
in it.
You're,
We
We are
have
you're
having
finished.
like we are having the whole week, like after this, like every day there should be like more snow, and even a couple storms. So I'm like, it's
I
not
have
bad.
rain.
It's pretty,
That's
but
it.
it's not nice to go to work. It's like snowing like crazy.
I thought you guys were like elves. You could just walk on top of the snow and dance, not even leave footprints.
I wish. If it's frozen enough, then yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just every time I think of Scandinavia, I just remember Lord of
Yeah,
the Rings
I
with
know.
Legolas not leaving footprints on the snow. Everybody else trudging through, and he's like, "This is easy. Fuck you, elf. Trudge like the rest of us, bastard." Oh,
Can't you water walk on snow?
Technically, probably
mean,
yes.
it's an arguable sort of thing, yes. I mean, it's technically still water, so I mean, I'd probably allow it on a technicality. Now, if it started moving, that's a totally different thing. But,
Then it's
Yeah,
just
I guess that works.
snowboarding.
but because then you're standing on top of that frozen water, but the problem is that frozen water is being buried by other frozen water. So, avalanche is still going to avalanche you. But I think I'd allow it to replace like snowshoes or something. Ooh,
I'm ready.
yeah. Last
Same.
time, if I remember right, you guys just left the carnival. Aiden
I think
Yeah.
is
we went
now.
Well,
back
we
to
went
go.
home. I got haunted in my dreams, and
That's
then
right.
like the Onis were gonna try and help get me my name back before we set out again.
Right,
So
since you are currently
because
What
of
was
Aiden.
your name again?
yes.
What was left?
Huh?
What?
What was left of your name again? Because
Just
I know
Aid.
Chocolate ripped it.
Just
Yeah,
Aid.
currently his name is
Aid.
Aid. Because his name got set on fire on accident. Or on purpose, you're not entirely sure. So he's currently Aid Pentagon.
I mean,
Still fitting for a paladin.
its accurate name
Yep.
is aiding people.
Yeah, he's aiding.
Come
A
on!
little bit too on the nail on the head sort of thing, though.
Come on, Aid! Cheer up! You can do this!
I imagine Aiden wincing every time you say that.
No, Aiden, honestly, he's just glad the chocolatier doesn't have his name. The rest is fine.
It's not actively
He-
in his possession, so woo!
Yeah, he doesn't really care too much. I mean, he hasn't felt any of the like power going away yet, and so he's been fine.
That's because you haven't had to make a save yet, but.
Nope.
Oh, alright, so let me see. Okay. I think we left it off that and you guys didn't like rest or anything yet, correct?
I don't think so. We left
No,
it there.
we
and...
did.
Yeah.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, because I
Did you?
got haunted in my dreams.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
you did, but we didn't just like rest. I haven't at least,
Yeah,
so I'm
it's like
gonna
be
do
sure
it.
to
We
long
should've.
rest if you haven't.
Because we
So.
played
Yeah,
a bit
yeah,
into the next day and everything.
Oh, okay. I just didn't. I'm gonna do it just
Yeah.
in case.
Yeah, it's like it's better
I
I
safe
remember
than
you were haunted in
yeah.
your like.
I don't.
We saw
I
the
didn't click it either, but we had the whole
lady first time,
conversation with
yeah.
Queen Shala and everything afterwards. So we did play like into the next day.
Yeah. But looking at this, it looks like you guys didn't actually officially
No,
long
I
rest, so.
I
Yeah.
did not press the button.
Yeah, that's why I was double checking. It's like I want you guys to have all your resources in case you guys do your usual silly business. So, bills. Ooh. Yep. 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 Okay, let's see what they meant. Okay. Let's see what they managed to find for you. It's lucky that you basically have an oracle as a wife. So.
Yeah.
So after you guys eat breakfast and kind of explain everything that was going on, she of course isolates herself and does her usual, ogre mage magic sort of things. You're so gonna hate me for what she found. Oh. You can also thank random numbers, because I had multiple choices on how to get this back, and this has happened to be the thing that it landed on. She comes back and she has a solution. It seems like when she was doing her spirit wandering, she came across a fae that was willing to help you, as long as you did a favor for him. His name was, he called himself Lord Yitha.
Uh-huh.
He
Well,
didn't
that's very
specify
interesting.
exactly what he wanted you to do to her, but
Uh-oh.
he said that he, as long as you accepted it, he'd give you the offer and find the rest, find/restore the rest of your name.
Okay.
So she slides you a little piece of paper with what looks like some sort of runic sigil on it, and basically goes, he wants you to summon him using this.
Yita is collecting
a-
blue dragons at this point.
He has a look what she handed him.
it seems to be just a nonsensical rune to you. I mean, if Borb wants to try to do an Arcana on it, he can.
Right. He'll pocket it for now and just say that like he's going to look into a couple of things, but he'll keep it in mind.
She kind of nods. It's like, the sooner you do get it back, though, the better. There's no telling what damage it's done to your soul.
How does it? Could I always just bestow a new name on myself, or what would that entail?
She kind of shakes her head at that. You couldn't, no. Stronger beings might be able to, but it would. And she kind of waves her hand for that, looking for the right sort of words. Alter who you are.
Uh-huh.
Your name is weaved into your very essence. To change it at a fundamental level like that would change who and what you are. As it is with you missing part of your name, it's like spiritually you're missing an arm or a leg or something else.
His arms.
She said, looks at you with that kind of, you doofus, sort of in a metaphorical sense. Your arms aren't going to just drop off. But you're
In simpler
weakened.
terms, Aiden, you're missing a chunk of your soul now.
What are you doing in our bedroom?
Just watching.
Just Nephros in a corner pretending to be a plant. Don't mind me.
Stealth. Amaro stealth. Just to make this as awkward as I
To be
can.
fair, I mean,
What
she
you
doesn't
guys
lock
wear
the
on,
door,
like,
so
somewhere
but no.
Let me see. I'll do it. I'll
She-
do it. Let's go!
Holy shit!
No one can find me.
God damn it. Well, that beats her passive perception.
Yeah. But I mean, you kind of just revealed yourself by speaking.
Yeah, when
anyways.
she kind
I don't
of
mind.
looks.
But that
Just
was
to
like
make it
that's how
awkward.
he got there.
Yeah.
Which you don't hear her say anything, but Oni suddenly rushes into the room, looks at you, Nephro, and goes, "Come on," and just picks you up and lifts you out of the room.
That was interesting. I didn't know him to be the perverted type.
Well, I mean, and she kind of runs a pair of her hands down her body. Do you blame him?
Kinda.
This
She
is
smiles,
not bad,
gives
but
you a
fine.
little bit of a kiss for that, but.
But he's
You're
like-
not
he'll,
going
like,
to like this,
explain
but I'm
afterwards,
going
like, "You're
to
my
give
wife."
you an example of what I mean by this. And she casts Charm Person on you. Give me a wisdom save
All right.
at -10.
All right.
So you definitely resist it, but you can definitely feel that you're not as resistant as you should be.
Honey,
She
what did you try there?
holds up her hands like I said, I was just making an example.
Fair enough.
And it's better than me blasting you with a cone of cold, now isn't it?
Well, that's what you do nighttime.
Well, I've got to keep you lasting somehow.
Well, I'll
I'll
think about this.
Then Blem comes out wet.
Like
think
I
about
was
this
tempted
person
to
that
make
you-
like that Blem also shows up suddenly in the like roof because he's been catching like rats or something. But no.
Just,
I'll
I
think
just
about
want
this
intel.
person's-
at
I'll
least
think
I
about
know
this
with you
person
it's not anything
in here.
creepy. It's just Blem being Blem. So it's just he happened to be there for some reason.
Nefer just wants intel because Aiden doesn't tell him shit.
You don't ask. Aiden's literally an open book.
And Blem can't read.
I still imagine Blem can kind of read, but it's like Blitzo levels of reading.
I feel like it's only specific words. He like
Very
he knows
limited.
he knows like some letters, but doesn't understand how they form things.
These things talk?
Yeah.
Oh, he's just adorable, though. But yeah, I mean, that's all she was able to really get a part of it.
Yeah.
That's the other side effect, though, is currently your aura will not affect the other players.
Oh. I'm guessing my sword's aura is still fine because that's
Your
separate.
sword aura is fine because it is a separate item, but your built-in one does not function as proper.
Yeah, only for me.
Yeah. And even then, all your
Um,
saves are going to be at a -10 till we get your
Yeah.
name back, so...
First of all, he's going to excuse himself and ask one of the Onis to prepare some like ritualistic like items again, like the what's it called, the
Oh, the
smoke
incenses
things,
and stuff.
incenses and stuff.
They, of course, nod, and they've got plenty on hand because they've got kind of used to you asking for this shit now.
Yeah, I mean I'm a paladin, they better.
Oh, gee. Wow, suddenly
Gotta get
someone's
used to
full of
this.
himself.
That's crazy.
But no, they bring you some incense and a couple, perfumes and things like that.
You could have just given a testament to One.
Yeah, Oni's just kind of, why were you in there?
Because I want information, sir.
You don't have any portrait imps on you, do you? I've heard about those sort of
No.
sickos.
No.
You weren't after her feet, were you?
Nefido opens like his outer coat and just shows he has nothing hiding.
He kind of closes the coat again.
Now you're flashing him after this.
No.
No, he has clothes
He's
underneath
wearing
it,
exactly.
but it's still one of those, this just feels wrong, so...
Oh, has feet.
But he is going to try to get in contact with Evening Glory.
Okay. Works for
boy.
me. All right, how are we going about this?
Can I now side eye you?
He's going
Usually
to,
it's your characters side eyeing things,
Yeah.
but now I am side eyeing you.
Even one's going,
just,
wait.
he's just going to assume that, like, being haunted just now, a little bit ago, that she's probably somewhat staring. So he's not going to make it too crazy. He's just going to try and, like, call out for her a little bit.
Okay. Tell you what, give
To have,
me
like,
a
just a
charisma
talk.
check real quick. Where are you doing this?
In a separate room.
That would probably be somewhere in the barracks then.
Yeah. Also, of course, I'm not taking anybody along for this.
I assumed, but that doesn't mean someone didn't follow you per se.
He is making it clear in his, like, calling out that it's purely just for talking.
Yeah, because that's always the case with crazy ladies. But a few minutes after you call out, the smoke starts to form a figure, and you smell the smell of very perfumey flowers fill the room, as well as an overwhelming smell of death. As she forms on your lap,
He's
with one
going
arm
to-
around your shoulders. You missed me that much?
No, I just wanted to talk. She's gonna kind of like try to push her off of him.
She seems to have strength that her frame should not have.
He's just gonna try and like stand up so it makes her look awkward.
Oh, she just hangs off of you at that point.
I was just wanting to ask you a simple question, honestly.
Oh, what is it?
Why exactly are you helping me? Like, he points to the second cheek where the other symbol has now been like covered up.
Because you're adorable.
Okay.
The blank paladin stare there. You're interesting. Do I need any other reason?
Maybe, I guess.
Aw, you're so cute. But no ulterior motives or anything. I just wanted to.
All right, thanks. And he'll try to break the spiritual presence.
Yeah, not that easy. So,
Yeah, like I said, he'll try.
go ahead and give me a wisdom check then.
Oh wow! Considering his
Did
wisdom is
pretty
not as strong as you.
impressive, but she seems to linger
Going
like a
up
fart
against
in
the
a crowded
deity.
room. She, does let go of your neck and stands up. She's actually a little shorter than you by about a head.
Wow. He's not used to that, considering where he just came from.
Yeah. So, are you sure you don't want to ask me for anything else? Something maybe that you've lost and need to find?
I just want to do an intelligence check if he comprehends this.
Go for it. Yes.
Jesus, that's well.
Jesus Christ.
Aiden just
Did
fucking...
you crit?
No, he
Almost.
almost
Almost.
critted. Almost critted. But yeah, apparently your brain's just in hyperactivity mode right now.
Well, apparently this like Fey guy could help me.
Well, do you trust the Fae after what happened?
I don't know. I don't know this one.
Well, think about it. Danger, danger, Will Robinson, danger.
I love that whenever like someone tells him to think about it, he's like, I just don't think he ever can think about that.
He only has the
But-
rules in his head.
Sure, I'll think about it.
Well, keep in mind.
I'll try to. I can only promise that.
Well, I might have to start charging if you keep getting yourself in danger. I like you, but even I have my limit. Then she kind of runs a finger down your chest plate. Which you notice as she runs it over it, there's an ice trail being left behind.
Please.
More? She raises
No.
a hand up to your face.
I think that's enough for now. These things are starting to feel cold even when I'm warm.
Well,
It's awkward to have patches of it.
I could always make it where it matches your whole body. You just have to ask.
I'm good.
Well, everyone changes their mind eventually.
That's true. I've changed my mind on plenty of things before.
And she puts one
Mostly-
hand over your heart and makes an ice patch in the form of her hand before she disappears.
Can I like try to move away?
Yes, you can. Problem is, her hand sticks to your breastplate. So
I was gonna say
give me
just
a
like
strength
try to
check.
when she reaches for it, I meant like to like try and direct it somewhere else or something.
You can try, but it's unlikely to succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she just vanishes. You do notice that there is also a evening glory stuck in the neck piece of your plate mail. Also, it seems like even as the ice is defrosting, there is discoloration where her hand was.
On the armor?
On the armor itself.
Interesting.
Like almost a tarnish or something like that had formed.
So she just added like basically 2 bits of things to the armor.
Well, the fingerprint one's gone, but now you have a handprint with a heart missing out of the palm over your chest.
Oh, like on the actual skin?
Like on the armor itself.
Oh, on the armor. Okay.
Yeah, not on your skin, just on the armor.
Well, I mean, she disappeared after that, but he just thinks to himself that his smithy is not going to be very happy.
How did you do this to this? This isn't even
Oh,
possible.
There's so much shit wrong with your armor.
Oh.
But then he's going to actually try for once and try to communicate with like Bahamut himself
Okay.
using his actual like amulet this time.
You almost immediately get a response as you start to will him to answer you with a, "The hell have you been doing?"
I could use some consultation.
I imagine.
Would you mind having a talk where nothing can listen in? Somewhere safer?
There's a bit of a pause.
After he says that, he also has a look around if there's any of Lolth's spiders in the room, or just spiders.
Give me a perception check.
Or stealthing gods.
Jesus Christ, he's really agitated.
You're just fucking running off pure adrenaline
Paranoid.
right now.
Paranoid.
You could probably hear a fucking pine needle drop from 500 paces. There does not seem to be any spiders that you see in here. There is an old cobweb in a corner, but it does not seem to house a spider currently.
He gives it a pointed look still.
I don't trust you. After you
But,
ask that, there is a brief moment where you're blinded by extremely bright light.
He's just happy it's light for once and not like darkness. He's embracing the flashbang.
Lem's now obsessed with spiders and purple hats. God forbid he runs across a spider in a purple hat.
Ooh.
But after the light fades after a couple seconds, you are in a very serene looking meadow, for lack of a better word. There's a stream running nearby, there's a few small animals and birds, and an old man surrounded by canaries at a table offering you some tea.
Wait, I have to post this one image real quick just to see what Aiden was like finally looking like once there was, for once, light instead of anything else. Wait.
Oh, thank God.
Snip this out real quick because I can't find this one without a caption that just doesn't make sense. So
Fair.
there we go. This is what I imagine his immediate like happy look was. The moment for once it was light instead of like darkness or some kind of other thing. Just like
instead of all these other
staring
horrible
at
things he
him.
keeps getting.
Puppy.
Oh, oh yeah. Oh, thank
Finally.
goodness.
This is home.
Oh, yeah.
But he looks at like Bahamut and just like sets himself on the floor. Oh my God.
There are chairs, you
I
know.
found the right one, Strike.
What?
Oh, the
Yeah.
solar hair one.
The praise the sun would be pretty good too.
Oh yeah. But no, he
uh,
kind of looks at you with a little bit of concern when you just kind of flop on the ground.
why are like these like beings so interested?
Because you keep garnering their attention.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Well, we couldn't really help anything but look into that, like the evening glory, unless like to not find any helpful things on the chocolatier.
There's
I didn't
things like
expect you to go-
books and scholars. You don't have
Yeah,
to talk directly to a god.
But we've tried. She erased every trace of her on this plane.
She did.
Was not really any information on it. I mean, I did get some helpful advice here and there, but the moment I just even asked somebody about her, like a little girl that she made her peer just appeared there with an evening glory.
He kind of leans
promise
forward with
to-
his hands, steepled up in front of his face. You have the blood of a god in you.
I know,
And you
I
are
know.
actively
Listen,
seeking out gods that aren't normally sought out by ones with your
I
blood.
know. I mean, I don't know a lot, but I know that. Like, okay, well, first of all, he's gonna stand up and actually sit on a chair now.
Yes, it is a very
Um,
comfy chair. Seems to have silk pillows.
All right. Well,
But you do notice you are
there's-
currently not wearing your armor here, so.
which is probably for the better. There's a couple things I would like to talk about. I mean, first of all, he's gonna try to say his name if it works in this plane of
It
existence.
does not.
Yeah, that's one thing.
I have heard, unfortunately.
But even more so is why, like, I get evening glory. I mean, I kind of did seek her out somewhat just to talk with her to get like some kind of insight on some things. But why is Lolth interested in me of all things?
That one, he kind of pauses on it. It's like, I honestly can't give you
Isn't
a
she like a
direct
drow
answer.
fanatic?
She's an agent of pure chaos. She's not necessarily a drow fanatic, it's just they tend to worship her. She
don't wanna become a
likes
spider.
anything that causes chaos.
If
And
I'll
a
ever have to
paladin
ask you for,
bequeathing evil goddesses for help is chaos in itself.
that's fair, but if I'll ever have to ask you for anything, you bet it's going to be removing like half spider body on myself in case I ever get cursed.
Just don't go kissing any clerics of Loath.
Not interested, I assure you. I am very happily in love.
I know, which they won't care.
Yeah, tell that to Evening Glory.
Well, at least she's trying to win your heart rather than forcing it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly appreciative of the fact that she's not just trying to force a curse or something on me. She's kinder than I first initially expected.
She is a goddess of love.
Yeah, but it's uh it's getting a little crowded. He points at his face.
I can see. He kind of gives you that look of a parent giving their kid that's covered with chocolate pudding, sort of look. It's like, I can tell what you've done, and you did this to yourself.
I partially like he like understands. Look, listen, I know I'm partially at fault for this, which is why I'm not going to just remove or ask you to remove this at all. But I am willing to gain a little bit of consultation or insight on some things.
Ask away. Do what I can.
Well, first of all, I can't really estimate someone like Evening Glory too well. How long do you think it would potentially take for her to, well, lose her patience?
He takes a long sip of tea on that one, puts it down, which you notice the cup automatically refills itself with hot tea. I wish I could tell you, but honestly,
I'm
I've
guessing
never
she's
seen her
very
obsessed like this before on a mortal.
He lets out a longer sigh. Well, I guess we'll find out one way or another at some point. But then again, you, I'll be trying my damnedest to resist any of the sort, of course. Besides, my oath clearly lies with you.
I know that, and
I wouldn't
honestly, I
betray that
think
for the
even
life
if
of
she
me.
does convert you, you'd stay to it, but keep in mind, she is a god.
I
Your
know,
will
which is
may
why,
not factor into it anymore.
yeah, which is why I don't really like to converse with her, but I couldn't help but ask exactly why she's just
Which as you
involuntarily
say
helping
that, he
me.
kind of holds out his hand, and you see an image of your chest plate with that new handprint. I can tell.
Like he said, like after that, like, but I couldn't help but at least ask for the reason why she's just helping me without asking.
Oh,
I mean, I'm grateful to get rid of the mark. It's definitely helpful at the moment, but it doesn't necessarily mean that we're not. This is not leading to another potential bigger problem.
he kind of nods at that. Undoubtedly, a bigger problem. Have you
And
ever paid attention to any of the old tales of gods falling in love with mortals? None of them end well.
he does not respond to that because he has not studied his religion.
It's like, I don't know if that counts as religion or history, but I mean, it is Aiden just kind of,
He has
oops.
also not studied his history.
Just gonna take Dad's word at that. So,
But
even with the more benevolent gods, it almost always ends in tragedy.
yeah. I do also want to question us another thing, which is there something I could do for you or one of your Templars that would let you bestow a new name onto me?
Because as your wife said, if we bestow a new name on you, it will change fundamentally who you are. It would be more efficient to restore what you have unless you want to be someone different.
Right. And I'm guessing with Fae related issues, only the Fae can help me?
Usually, yes, unfortunately. Given that your name was taken by a Fae, the most likely way to restore it in proper would to be Faeish means, unfortunately.
Right, that is fair. But I do have a somewhat selfish favor to ask for.
That gets an eyebrow for you.
If anything does ever occur where I am being tried to forcibly, against my will, being converted by one of these gods, could you try to like reinforce my will for a bit?
If a god steps across their bounds like that, I, of course, can respond in kind.
Only if it's forcibly, though. Of course, if it's by my free volition, that's my own choosing in that regard. I'm not planning on, but I can't say if I ever have to take drastic measures in the future for who knows what reason. But I only
Understandable,
want you
like-
to actually intervene in something that I couldn't control and
As
was
I
out of
said,
my
if they
fault.
overstep their bounds by the rules, I react to it. At
Thank
the very
you.
least, I can save you.
And I guess the last thing would be, do you know if I can get rid of these markings in my own power anyway?
A god's marking is usually only removed by another god, or the god who marked you.
Right.
Oh god. What
So
was
I
the other
either have
mark
to
on you?
work-
My brain fried for a second.
I have 2 lipstick marks
Right.
and the chest plays now because I have the
Oh, okay.
first
So you
lipstick
are
mark.
just hers. I was like,
Yeah,
trying
then
to
I
remember
had the
if there was another.
chocolatiers mark that she then covered up with another lipstick.
Yes. So, like, as for these, stacking more marks on you could be highly dangerous. You would
It's not-
likely have to talk her into removing them.
Right. It's not only that, but I want to make it clear that I'm very faithful to who I swore my love to as well. Which is also, it's kind of bothersome for that.
Do not think she doubts you on that, otherwise, she would likely have gotten violent with you.
Yeah, at least she's understanding, and probably mostly because of my stupidity, but
So you are somewhat self-aware.
well, if I want to try and be, I guess.
God.
I guess if it matters.
Only if I absolutely have to. God.
Usually nothing's gotten to this point where I had to come to terms with my own mental lackness.
Oh
I-
man,
You know me well enough. I don't have to detail it.
I do. If you do want me to bestow a name upon you, I can. If you wish to seek out your own, of course, by all means, go and do that. But I warn you, if I do bestow a name upon you, it will change who and what you are.
Right. Well, I don't want to lose who I am. Of course, the honor of having you bestow a name upon me would always be, well, awesome. But
I will take more tea, please.
but I don't want to lose who I am and what I necessarily stand for. Of course, having you bestow a name upon me, I would probably value similar ideals, but for my current own mental reassurance, I'd like to continue doing good in how I've always done it. Would he lose?
It is a
Yeah, I mean,
possibility.
it might be.
It's not a guarantee, since this would be more adding to his soul than removing it.
But then again, it could always be reapplied.
Right, but you would have to start from scratch on it.
Yes.
So, I mean,
But,
it's not a guarantee, especially in the way that Bahamut would do it with this, which I won't tell the details unless he decides to
Yeah.
do it, but because it would be basically adding to it, like filling a hole with sand, it would be unlikely to fully remove it, because he has a pretty close connection with this god. Now, if Tyr came in and do it, oh yeah, that thing's going away.
Yeah,
Because
I
that's
don't
a
think Tyr would
totally different,
too much.
brand of holy essence there.
Yeah, that, and at least Bahamut somewhat, mostly cares for his, paladins. Yeah, I know you well enough. I'm just
Tyr
gonna
does
just fuck you
too.
over here.
Tyr does. It's
Yeah,
just
but I'm not part of tiers.
so it's just he's a different brand of holy. It's like if Paylor tried to shove some sun energy in there. That's not the energy you're used to channeling. So be like trying
But,
to shove a 9-volt battery into a double A slot.
But he is going to say, if I or when I do get my name back, I would like you to potentially bestow a second one on me. That wouldn't change my personality.
Any sort of true naming like that would change parts of you.
Yeah, I could always get a title.
Titles are a little different, yes.
Yeah,
And that's something you would have just earned naturally through time.
yeah. But otherwise, thank you very much. I just needed a little bit of reassurance after all these other deities have been trying to get in, well, near me. So it's good to know that at least you'll back me up in case anyone tries to force me to do anything.
Like I said, if they break the rules that are set for us, we can react in kind. As he says this, a very well-built, silver-haired man comes running up with a tray of cookies. I'm sorry I'm late, but here's the... Oh, hello. I didn't know the
Hi.
master had guests.
He
Give
looks
me an
at like
insight
Bahamut.
check.
Is this the Templar I've spoken to?
This...
Oh no.
You have no idea. He seems like he's somewhat familiar to you, but you can't put your finger on why. So-
He is going to obviously ask Bahamut though, like who? Like, oh, well, I didn't know you have a servant.
To my avatar, he's currently being punished for something.
I need to do an intelligence check.
Go for it. All that adrenaline has just drained out of your system.
Yeah.
The relief that Bahamut has your back. Oh, cool. I don't have to care about things again. Just flies
Oh.
over your head.
Well, that's unfortunate, but I'm sure everything's all right.
It will be. Thankfully, he didn't do anything too egregious, but he is being humbled for a little bit for what he did. Which
Oh, well.
you notice that this guy is not making eye contact with either one of you.
Well, thank you for the cookies.
You're quite welcome.
He's gonna like eat one.
It's a snickerdoodle cookie.
Oh, nifty.
And it feels and tastes like it just came out of the oven, too. Still soft and warm.
But-
God cookies, blem
Yeah,
of
God
sins.
cookies. But he is going to also say that since he doesn't, I don't know another way at the moment, so I guess I'll just try to see what this Fae wants of me, and we'll go from there.
Hmm.
Otherwise, if it's something that I can't do, or of course, rather not do because of my ideals, I'd have to find another way, obviously.
Understandably. You could always try to go
But-
back to the carnival itself, see if maybe someone there can help.
That's true. I didn't even think about that, honestly, but not to touch on a previous topic that we've just been through with the thinking.
Well,
But I suppose we'll see. I would like to hope that he's not going to ask something outrageous of me, but I don't like. I guess as long as it's just a one-time thing, it should be fine.
I'm sure he won't
but-
ask anything he thinks is outrageous.
Now, I do have to ask for my oath's sake, and of course, on the situation based.
Oh no,
I was offered
eyebrow
a,
again.
I was offered an opportunity by Evening Glory. I'd rather not take it to not further reinforce her wanting for me, but she has offered to help us with the chocolatier if I do basically partner two people willingly in her name. Now, as long as it would be like willing, how like from both of them without like influencing their view on that, like would that be something well frowned upon?
Depends on the gods involved. Most,
Since
as long as they're willing, it's...
Yeah, I mean,
most
as-
goodly gods would not care, but say Palor or any that have a particular hatred of the undead would be very much against that.
yeah, I mean that's the thing. Of course, I don't want to deny anyone their opinion or view or wants, but it would basically give them a curse for immortal life of undead, which by itself is potentially frowned upon, but if it's on their own volition and if they don't hurt anybody,
Well, that would be on them. I'm hands off on this opinion.
that's fair. But
Unfortunately, yes, if they do turn undead, others would generally frown upon them.
Yeah, I can't imagine it would go very well for them in a sense, depending on where they are. Like I said, I don't want to necessarily do it, just to have Evening Glory, well, not reinforce her opinion of me, but I will. I will say that I'm going to see what I can do for the moment. We still have to get loads stronger to actually fight the Chocolatier itself, especially knowing that there's, well, multiple of him, and like he just with like the like air quotes.
Yeah.
But really, thank you that you actually took your time for this, because it's been a few days, and in those days, a lot has happened.
I can tell. Once again, slow C tip.
Yeah. If nothing else, that would be
wow.
if nothing else, that would be all I would have to ask for today. And he like, goes for like a hug gesture again.
He does indeed hug you, which the Avatar kind of uses this opportunity to kind of skitter away.
Aiden, like, I'm glad Aiden doesn't know. He would have made like a whole scene out of this.
Yeah. Considering he's
Like,
being
why?
punished for breaking the rules and basically telling you, maybe you should check this out.
Yeah. Hey, in the process, I got my name stolen, so that's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Maybe it wasn't the best guidance for someone smart as Aiden.
well, it's like he was told no sort of, hints like that.
Yeah.
He broke that rule. Thankfully, it wasn't anything major.
But yeah, like once he does, I'm assuming like Muhammad will just like beam him back.
Yeah. After the hug's done, he does, kind of give you a pat on the head and sends you back, which Nephro, who is waiting outside of this particular room, you hear kind of a thump as Aiden is dropped about 2 inches onto his feet.
Hello.
I just waited. I wait until sorry. I wait until
His mouth is
Aiden's
still
back
full of
outside.
sandwich.
Words in English are hard. I wait until Aiden walks outside and I go like,
Oh.
I may have a solution for your name problem, Aid. You might actually be interested to know that the Beggar Queen might be a little bit too interested in you as well. So maybe they, as a fae, could actually even help you.
Are
No
you trying
thanks.
to push him towards a queen of the fae?
Listen, even if I know this much about Fae, that even if you're like, even the other Fae will tell you to stay away from that specific Fae. If they got my name back, I might just turn into another hag because they changed my name or something.
No.
If I don't specifically carefully word exactly what my deal would be.
God. But
Never
it's
doesn't
not
know
Black
anything
Duck
about hags to
Fridays.
know this.
It could be.
But I'm going to try and talk to some other Fae that I was, well, advised to by the Queen, and we'll see what we can get out of that. He potentially is looking for a favor to help me get my name back, and I'll be asking him what that would be to begin with.
Let's hope it's not another side of your soul.
Well, considering he's kind of helping me to restore it, knowing the Fae, he might want us to, I don't
Everything
know,
with the fae has a price.
express something about the seasons or something like that, but with the sort of warfare way.
Well, we've learned in the camp that everything with the fae has a price.
Obviously, that's why I said we have to do something for him to get it back. Which is what I'm going to try and find out now.
Well, you know what you're doing. And he puts his arms back and just literally starts walking backwards.
Roll a dex save
I
to see if
do?
you trip over Mlem.
Oh, Mlem's a random game, but dex save.
If it ruins
Okay.
your dramatic exit or not.
I love it. Dex.
Gotta beat a 10, so barely.
Well, one.
You're like almost catches on Lem, but you manage to not break your stride as you're doing the epic backwards walking hands out thing.
Lem, you can't be just laying everywhere.
I was bored.
It's fine. Let's go get
Nugget is
food. Come
eating
on.
my toes.
Well, let's go get some food. Come on.
Yay! He
Like it
gets up.
follows.
Aiden like thinks about it at the beginning. He's like, wait, why did I leave this room to begin with? I guess I have to like talk to this guy anyways. And he'll just go back into the room again and try to use like the symbol that he was given to contact like after like Mlem and Nephro leave.
Okay. How are you going about trying to contact him? Just so I can.
He's just gonna try to like look at the symbol and just say the name or something. He doesn't know.
That works. You say it one time, nothing happens. Tell you what, give me an. You're gonna hate this, but an int check.
Oh God. We'll just say it like a few times out loud if it's not
hey,
working.
hey, hey!
Hey,
After the
how's
third
this
time you
work?
say his name and are starting to
He
get a
shakes
little
it
bit
a bit too.
annoyed, the room changes. And not like a subtle, shifting. No, it's just boom. Beautiful autumn leaves surround you. As you are standing in front of a throne made of wood, gold, and silver, and a very regal-looking man is sitting is the wrong word. He is lounging in it. There is nothing about him right now that does not ooze utmost confidence and relaxation.
Cool.
Ah, so you did decide to take up my offer. Excellent.
Well, I don't know what your offer is yet. I would like to hear it.
Oh, well. I thought I was rather clear on that. I need a favor from you for a favor.
Okay, but what is the favor?
You get this sigh that's just laced with hints of, oh, fucking mortals. Oh, I need you to find someone for me.
Okay.
He's a mortal like you. Goes by the name
Okay.
Vivaldi.
Vivaldi?
Yes.
Oh boy.
At least we know where he went.
Yeah, we know a little Vivaldi.
Oh, good. This makes it so much easier.
Well, he did not say that out loud.
Oh, okay. Did you
He said
think
that like a response to
No,
me.
but, yeah, no.
No.
It's like, I wish to hire him as my court musician.
Oh,
So I would like you
Well-
to find him and bring him to me.
I only have to do that and just like ask him for to come to an audience and nothing beyond that, like because I'm not in control of whether or not he agrees.
Well, he has to show up here. Past then, no, it's out of your control, understandably. But you have to get him here.
Right. Well,
Payment
it
on delivery
shouldn't-
and all that.
It shouldn't be impossible, but
Very little is impossible.
I won't be doing anything against his will, obviously.
Well, you'll
if
be
he-
bringing him here against or for his will. As I said, I would plan to make him a job offer, and I'm sure he'll accept.
All right. Well, I will. How if I agree to this, and I'm physically unable to do this, what would happen to me?
Well, you simply don't get your name back.
Okay, so no extra side effects or any of the sort.
Not yet. I mean, if you want to barter for more, we can, but
All right. Well, okay. I will try to
I would
get
offer you a
him to talk
knighthood,
with
but I
you.
already have someone for that.
Well, that's nice for you. But yeah, I've sadly already sworn to somebody.
Well, I mean, you don't look nearly as impressive as she does, so. Which he holds up his hand and does a motion as, well, an image of Ryoko appears in front of you.
Apart.
Well, yeah, you're right. I'm definitely not as strong as her.
Or Aiden is like, oh no, what did she do?
Fucking family, all the time. Why do we do this to ourselves?
Well, Aiden's fine with this because, I mean, he knows he can trust Ryoko enough to hold her own.
She's
but
quite
yeah,
amusing,
he
honestly.
definitely agrees that, like, yeah, I mean, she's definitely stronger than me.
But if I didn't have her, perhaps I'd hire you as one of my knights of the mortal realm. But as it is with this, since I'm making the request of you, as long as you bring him to me, there will be no punishment, of course. And should you expire
Right.
along the way, unfortunately that thing does happen to you mortals, and I am nothing if not understanding of that.
But I also would like one extra thing that if I will not use physical or any sort of mental control to get him to be here. I will only try to actually get him on his own volition to be here.
Well, I
If he for
demand
some
that he is
reason
here, so whatever means you feel fit to bring him here, but until he is
right,
physically in my court, I will not consider the job done.
right, and if the job's not done, I just won't have my name back.
Yes,
All
and I'll
right,
have a new trinket.
you'll have a new trinket.
Yes, since I have a hold of it. This is a bothering chip for us, Fae.
Oh, the name, I presume.
Yes.
Fair enough. Well, I will see what I can do
You
then.
have no idea how much Jabberwockies would love to eat this.
I don't know what that is, so no, I don't.
Lucky you. Lucky you. Which he seems to be looking at something in between his fingers the whole time he's talking at this point.
But I do thank you for the opportunity, though. I'll try to see what I can do most pronto.
Well, try not to disappoint. I would hate to hit up my knight's first order to go catch some spoony bard. Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
if
that's
nothing
fair.
else, you can always grab one of the seasonals here. They might be able to attract him since he seems to be looking for their music.
I mean, I suppose it wouldn't be bad to have a companion in that case. He'll,
You see him smile as you say that.
yeah, he will obviously say, though, like, I would like to meet who that is first before I agree to having one along.
Oh, well, you're no fun, but fine. He snaps his fingers, and the dryads come escorting out a very short-looking person that you thought at first glance was just a walking pile of autumn leaves, but it seems to have a face. As it reaches some hands out from the leaves as an offer to shake.
He'll just shake it.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is, it sounds like somebody rustling through a pile of leaves.
Well,
But
it's
because it
nice
seems
to
that
meet you.
most mortals' tongues can't pronounce that very well, you can call me Phil.
All right, Phil.
Borb's gonna
It's
kidnap it.
sure is nice to meet you.
Which you notice she carries on her side a small pair of drums.
May I ask, well, a bit more about who you are and everything,
Oh,
in case we do end up traveling?
I'm an autumnal. I'm the embodiment of the spirit of autumn. I go
Oh,
around making sure that the seasons are correct. And she looks a little sad that if the current rules weren't imposed as they were, but I enjoy music and chilly evenings and those sort of things.
well, that's nice. I do
Would
enjoy
you
music
notice
myself.
as she's talking to you, one of her hands kind of wanders over the drum, and a couple of her fingers are like beating out a rhythm on it in like a nervous tick.
I do really enjoy instruments myself, so that's very nice. Something we have in common, I suppose.
Well, that's good. Perhaps we could play together sometime. I've got
Surely.
several cousins that are running around down there. You might have even met some of them.
It's not impossible. We've been around quite a bit,
Ooh,
but I I suppose this should be fine to travel together, especially if you can help me, well, attract that specific traveling bard.
well, from what my cousins have said, he's been seeking them out, trying to learn music from them.
Yes, that is very accurate with what we've, well, come across so far.
So
It
the
seems to be
great
his
Lord
biggest
Etha
inspiration.
has deduced in his utmost glory that perhaps having, what's the word he used? Proper bait might help drag him in.
I can see
Which he
why
just
that would
seems
be helpful. Yes.
extremely smug at this.
Well, we can certainly, yeah, we'll certainly try to get him over here. And I mean, if he, whether or not he's interested in a permanent job offer or not, I guess we'll have to see. I don't really know him well, so I can't really make that judgment.
Well, as his lordship says, you at least must get him to the court. After that, he's being very benevolent, saying that it's out of your
Yeah.
hands. He's very understanding like that. Which once again,
I
he's just
agree.
nodding in the background.
I do agree, because I, of course, would not like to, well, just push my ideals under the rug. So it's good that he has his own choice from that point. But yeah,
But you
I
hear him
suppose
say
I'll
something
be.
in Sylvan, and one of the dryads check under the rug.
He looks very puzzled, obviously.
Which he does not make any further, comment to that. He just seems to be off in his own little smiling world.
But yeah, I mean, if nothing else, I guess, would you mind putting me in the room again where I was so we can get started?
Oh, yes, if you're done with your questions, I can send you away if that's what you wish.
It should be fine. I guess the only thing that matters would be, I'm assuming he points at the symbol, this would be enough to try and contact you again once we do have him
Yes.
with us?
Yes, of course.
All right.
If you do use that, of course, you will need to be in contact with anyone that you wish to bring with you.
Oh,
Or they
okay.
need to hold it. One of the two.
Well, the other thing I guess would be, did I mean, it worked, but was just calling out your name, was that the way to use it?
3 times.
He just thinks to himself, like, God, thank God I did it right on the first attempt.
Thank God I got impatient and kept saying it. Oh, I almost forgot. He hands something to one of the dryads, walk over and hands it to you. It's a little leather bag. Give this to him when you meet him as a token of my goodwill, please.
May I ask what it is?
It's a gift. I ask you do not open it. That is for him to see.
All right. He'll pocket it in his bag of holding.
Fair. So,
Um,
do be careful with it. As I said, it's a gift for him, and it's quite valuable.
okay, but it won't like be careful in the sense that it won't just suddenly explode or anything like that, right? It's not that loaded with magic.
No, it's not going to. It's nothing dangerous.
No, you know how powerful some artifacts can be.
Oh,
I've
I'm
dealt
not
with many
gifting him
unstable
an
times.
artifact. It's a gift, not a war weapon. Which, seeing how you immediately reacted to it, I'm glad that I didn't decide to do something bigger with inside storage.
Yeah, I mean, don't worry. I've just been a little bit on the edge with some of those things for the last couple days, but I'll look for the bard for you.
Please do, and I look forward to a favorable result. Ta-ta! And he just kind of
Bye.
waves, leaves engulf your vision, and they don't disappear. You're
Great.
in that room, and it is now filled with dead autumn leaves.
He
And I
calls out
mean
like for
filled.
he like calls out for Phil if they're still there.
She opens the door from the outside as all the leaves tumble out. Yes.
Is this? Well, I mean, do these leaves go away, or do I have to clean these up?
She shrugs. I don't know. I've never been sent by the Lord.
Well, I guess let's take a gamble on it. He'll just walk out.
I'll be around if you need me. Just call, all right?
Yeah, I'll be speaking with my companions now, and I guess I'll grab you the moment we start heading out.
I'll be following even if you don't.
Okay.
But she seems to blend into the foreground after she's done speaking. You feel like she's still around, but you just can't see her.
and he goes to seek out Borb.
Not too hard, Borb. What are you doing?
Probably just in my garden, taking care of Balk.
Fair enough. Give me a perception check real quick.
Me?
Yes, you.
Okay.
Damn.
Wow.
You hear, and there's a couple things you notice that are a little out of place in your garden for some reason. One,
Yeah.
you smell leaf mold, which is not
Oh.
usual. And second, you swear you hear somebody doing some sort of ditty on a drum.
Huh? Ka-chow.
Still,
Wow.
this is plants involved. Borb has his own superpower set.
Yeah.
I'll try to look around and find the source of the drumming.
Okay, give me one more perception check then.
Yeah.
You are absolutely stealthy, but you have no idea where this sound is coming from.
You just put the leaves on your
Yeah.
like eyes so you can't see. You
Yeah, you try to blend
disguised
in like a
yourself,
toddler.
and now you are like, what the fuck am I?
I'm somewhere in the
can't
garden, right?
Yeah, they got the upper hand on me.
But as you
If
are,
I can't see them or I can't see me, they
I
can't,
can't see them, so they
I mean,
can't
hey,
see
it's
me.
it's clearly working for him right now.
So you go out into the garden and do not see Borb. Borb, you do
you,
see
like-
Aiden enter, though.
And like looking around, he will of course like call out. I don't know how big the garden is. If I can just
It's
have it all in one
fairly
view,
big. I mean, you can see pretty
Yeah.
much the whole garden. Like he
he'll just like.
go
I
ahead.
don't think
He'll-
I have anything.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
he just like yell out like Borb.
I'll like sneak up
Otherwise
behind
he'll
you
move
and,
on.
tap you.
Ugh, what the fuck?
You hear drumming?
Where'd you come from?
You do notice that there are,
Uh,
for some reason, leaves over his eyes.
What you got there, buddy?
I swear I hear drumming. Someone's trying to fuck up. my
That's
garden.
yeah. He looks like pointed at his like leaf eyes. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. But yeah, you might be hearing drumming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't hear any drumming.
Well, not at the moment.
Ah.
Okay.
But well, there is a solution to getting my name back, I suppose, if we can do it.
Oh, okay. That's nice. What are you? Gonna do?
So, well, you remember that one, well, season-focused bard we found at one point?
Yeah.
One of the Fade Lords would like to give him a job offer as like a permanent like bard, and we need to well find him and well get him to like the audience of like well accepting or not accepting, that's his choice, the job. All we have to do is like bring him to the audience basically.
Huh. Okay. I mean, I can
So-
kind of manipulate weather a little bit. Maybe attract him.
Maybe, but we also have another help for that. I guess Phil.
She seems to materialize just above Borb's head.
That's where the source of drumming came from that you probably heard.
Oh.
Phil is a.
Which is, if you're looking up at her, Borb, she tries to cover up her legs with the leaves.
Yeah.
Phil is an automol, and Phil will help us try and well attract Vivaldi.
Okay.
Hello.
Sounds good.
And Phil really enjoys drumming.
She kind of nods. I like your hair.
Thank you.
But
I like my hair alive though.
you wouldn't be opposed to like setting out for something like that, right? I mean, it would be, of course, a little of a selfish task to get my name back. So I obviously understand you guys not being interested in this.
No, I mean I don't got anything else to do in particular.
That's fair. I'll be like looking for the other two. They already like, well, talked to me before. And before you ask, like I had to avoid any like weird looks from this. He points at his armor. This was not from my will.
Which there is
And
a
neither,
very large handprint with a heart shape over his heart.
and neither was this. He points at like the second kiss mark on his face now. But in all fairness, at least this covered up or nullified the effects of the chocolatier.
Huh.
As you were telling this to
So-
Borb, one of the guards happens to be going by on patrol, sees you, Aiden, goes, "Love the new tattoos, my lord," and keeps going.
Thank you. Ta-ta.
Oh god, so yeah, Mlem, those leaves are not disappearing. So
But she seems interested in me. I guess that's the best way to put it. She hasn't done anything that like forces me to choices or anything of the sort, which I'm grateful for, and I'm of course grateful for the help. But I'd rather not become like a painting canvas.
Yeah, no, I.
Bill is
wouldn't either,
floating around your
especially for
garden, kind of
inventory.
looking around at things, Borb. You do hear her kind of saying, there's no fruits and vegetables. Oh, that's a pretty spider. Oh, those flowers are lovely. Just things like that.
Spider.
Yes, and she points at a spider that has built its web in one of his shrubs.
They help keep the ones that eat my plants away. They're okay. Little spiders.
He's just like automatically just
Which
like panic using
it
this.
is an orb weaver spider.
Yeah, good spider.
I don't think this would like register for anything
Celestial
of
fiend or
Lord's, but-
undead. Yeah, no. No, it does not
Yeah, the-
ping anything for that.
Yeah, the other thing of it is like the presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, which is why I'm
Yeah.
doing this.
No strange odors or holy presences or anything like that.
I would like you to keep an eye out for any spiders that seem like they're interested while we travel.
Okay.
There's a certain other deity that might have seemed to
Oh,
like.
God.
What the fuck,
Interest-
man?
I don't
Just
listen.
hearing that, all I can picture now is like a fucking normal spider wearing like a tourist t-shirt going, "Hey, where are you guys going?"
He's just gonna like grab you by the shoulders. I don't want this either.
My God, keep it in your pants.
I asked him, but they just try to like pull him down.
I need some help. Give me a hand with Bach.
Sure, he'll
As Bach bites
What are
his
you
ear.
doing to the poor
You
bird?
really need help.
and like pushes your hand away. What are you doing to it? That's not how you
Never
feed
grab
it.
a
You
bird
don't,
like that. Never.
You don't just
His
like force its
teenage
beak open
phase.
and push food down.
He
Have you been
won't eat.
feeding? Well, he'll give it like a try to like.
Go for it.
feed.
It's like this. Like
This
this.
is how you do it. What are you doing to the poor bird?
You have
Oh,
never
fine.
seen
Now-
that bird give you such an evil look.
I have deities
Borb.
interested in me, but you shouldn't get on the bad side of nature once if you can keep this up.
I'm trying to help. I don't know the ones that eat.
That's fair. That's what I'm here for, I guess.
Oh, God. I just picture with that kind of roll, just you pick him up like a fucking squeezy toy. Just gentle, it's alive. I know, that's why it made the noise. God. But yes, that does. Oh, how many does Bach have left before he's technically domesticated? Where did I keep track of that? Oh. Oh, Jesus.
I figured it, but long enough.
I think he has one last check left, and then he's technically domesticated and you can start training him.
Nice.
Yeah, one left.
In confidence of asking you as a friend, if you ever do notice something drastically odd of me, something like trying to, well, influence me or anything like that, I'd ask you to please intervene.
He kicks a
Okay.
puppy or something.
Yeah, I think I can take care of that.
This is not a very, well, I usually
Actually, I
like
don't
to
know.
say I have a pretty big tolerance with this kind of stuff, but being stalked by at least 2 deities that I know of isn't the nicest thing.
Oh, yeah, I believe it.
Especially
You
if
think
they-
Borb isn't getting cursed first?
I'm not saying
Forb's
that.
just gonna somehow get, proximity cursed.
But I also want to say that I am going to be a little less effective with things because I'm missing some of my name.
Oh.
So that's why it's also a pretty good, priority to try and get the name back. If it wasn't for that, I would have just continued rolling with half my name, and I wouldn't honestly have cared too much.
I like Aid.
Aid.
Well, I do not dislike Aiden. I mean, it's still part of my name. I do like my name. But let's go. You want to spend a little bit more time in your garden, or you want to come with me to the others?
I'll finish up here, and I'll come meet you with the others.
All right. He'll go looking for like Lemon Nephero.
Phil offers to help you with the garden.
Yeah. Okay.
Ugh. Well, Mlem is nowhere to be found because he's sleeping in a pile of leaves.
Yep.
Which, let me see how long it takes for someone to notice this mess and try to clean it up. The better part of an hour. And I'm sure they're not going to be pleased when they poke the pile and a surprised Mlem pops out.
Yeah.
So, Nephro, what are you
Mlem
up
just
to?
lost track. Mlem just lost track of Mlem and can't find him.
I mean,
Simple as that.
It's pretty normal, honestly. You take your eyes off him, he runs off.
Yeah, and this castle's such a maze that he doesn't know the full-on layout. He just knows from his room to the castle room to his room.
Fair enough. Ugh.
So he's just lost looking for Mlem.
You just kind of find Nephro wandering the halls doing the, Lamb, where are you?
Did you lose him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of happens when you actually have a chameleon lizardman.
Yeah, I mean, it's become kind of second nature, I suppose.
Yeah,
But,
I'm just trying to make sure he doesn't get into somewhere where the food is not his.
Don't worry. I'm sure they kind of like baby-proofed most things here at this point.
Most things.
I
That's
just
what I'm worried
imagine them
about.
have like a secondary like food, like that's in an obvious position, like a food pile or something. So like Mlem doesn't actually go
Well,
for the precious
they
food.
do
Let
kind of-
wait.
They do kind of have a dish for him on the floor in the kitchen, so that's always filled with
Yeah.
random scraps.
But yeah, I mean, we can look for him. In the meantime, I do have a potential way to get my name back. I suppose it is it's an easy enough task, I suppose.
Interesting.
It'll just depend on how easy it is to find this person. But you remember that one bard that we met at one point that was so interested in the seasons?
Right. The one that we met after we met the bronze dragon.
Just before, yeah.
Yeah, just before on the same day as the bronze dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the Fae that I talked to would really like to make him a job offer, and all we have to do is just find him, tell that to him, and get him to the audience where he then has his own free choice of accepting or refusing said offer. So I'll just try to locate him and ask him if he would be willing to hear the Fae out.
Do you have any clue where he's going?
Well, we did see him last time, which wasn't too long ago, where he was still near the general desert area. If I remember correctly, he was heading down south, so maybe it's a good point to start looking for him there. But we also
That's very
have a new companion that will temporarily help us in this regard, which is an Audimal, which was given to us by that Fae to assist us and attract said bard.
I'll take anything that just helps us at this point.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that around a guy that's being haunted by two major gods.
Yeah.
But,
So,
Is that a chicken?
oh, sorry.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah,
Sounded
no,
like a bird.
it's early in the morning. Yes, it's early in the morning.
But Aiden will put a hand on your shoulders, if you rather not deal with something like this because it's just well, something to get my name back, that's also understandable, and I wouldn't blame you for it.
Well, in a sense, if without your name, we don't have anything on the chocolatier, so I kind of do have to keep following you.
He looks at his like armor, his face markings, and everything like that. I think we're covered in that regard.
Which Nephro, he
No, no.
reeks of God now.
But
It's kind of almost in the simple. It seems like gods are so attracted to you.
it's more of the problem that apparently without half my name, I'm missing some of my power. So I'm not as helpful, I guess, in potential fights. and
Hasn't
whatnot.
stopped me. Hasn't stopped me so far from accompanying you.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have even bothered with the name. But just to be able to be of more use when we do have to come across things, I would like to have it back. But if nothing else, I'd basically be ready to set out for that anytime, and we just have to find Mlem.
Which, as you're having this
Oh, boy.
conversation, Blam, somebody pokes you with a broomstick through the leaves.
Hey, my nest,
Ah! Which,
my
let me-
leaves.
Let me check
Sure,
real
you
quick.
are.
Apparently, he has either not heard of you or is just absolutely scared witless because he drops the broom and runs off screaming, "Leaf monster!" So now you have a broom.
Well, there's Mlem.
I'll take it to my nest. He just buries the fucking.
Oh yeah, I
entire
assume you just kind of
broom.
right into your little leaf nest. Somebody might think you're a shambling mound.
So we're close enough to see this man run in fear.
It takes a couple of minutes, but you hear somebody running in fear, screaming something about a leaf monster.
Well, I think that's where our lizard friend is. Let's go.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not impossible.
Well, someone's running in fear by something they can't understand, so it might be Mlem.
Judging from those noises, it sounds like he's feeding Bach wrong again, too.
I'm sorry. I have like a whole ranch behind my house. Like, there's moments that you're gonna hear like big ass goats,
I love
like
you.
horses, everything.
I just had to make a joke. with
Yeah, I
saying
mean,
what just
it was
happened
perfect.
before.
After
But
the
this is
Bach
this is a
incident,
great
poor Nugget.
macaw. Yeah, that's a great macaw that my neighbor has, and whenever it starts
Oh,
raining,
They are
she
so
gets
loud.
very, very vocal. It's whenever it starts raining, and it's been raining all day.
They want the shower. It's like, please.
No, they love it. Yeah, no. My grandmother used to have one when I was growing up, and they love getting sprayed with water.
Yeah.
They love it. The rainforest macaws, so.
Yeah, it's like that's like home to. It's wet. Has membrane there, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, and also it stores the oils on their feathers. It's really nice. I got to take care of like 2 of them during my time as a kid.
They are so cute.
Very though they are very like bonded to the person that they love towards their lives, because when my grandfather passed, like she plucked out all her feathers out. There was
Oh
no
yeah,
one that could
those
cure
guys
her.
can bite. They can
Yeah.
take out your
Yeah.
fingers if they really want to.
Mhm.
Yeah, but she plucked out all her feathers out due to the stress, and she just like couldn't fly anymore or anything else. She just stopped
Aw.
eating.
Yeah.
Baby.
Poor thing.
Yeah. No, but it's like she lived her life. She knew how to talk. She even knew how to sing "Happy Birthday." My grandfather used to teach her so many things.
That's cute.
Yeah. Oh, there's a nursery song that we used to have like for the school time.
Hmm.
Like my little school time, it's a little good time. Like it's something like that in Spanish, but she used to sing it all throughout the entire day.
Well, she
I
liked
can
the
imagine
beat.
how tired you get of it when
Yeah.
a pirate is like, I will not stop this. Never.
Never.
Here, have a walnut and shut up for a minute.
Oh wait, I forgot. Could you update me because I forgot I got the new shield last time.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Did I add that yet? I actually don't
I hope you did.
remember. Let me check. I think I did, but I honestly, it's been a second, so I might have. Let me double check if I have it on yet. Shield. My basic +3. No, I did not. I forgot. I think it wasn't like showing up in Foundry at that point
The Sentinel
because it
Shield
was like
plus
the.
3.
Yes, that's exactly
Yeah,
what
it's
it
in
is.
there.
It's in my inventory.
Yes, you just don't have it
Why is
equipped.
D&D Beyond not showing it?
That I don't know. Like it shows
Oh,
in your equipment, it's just not equipped.
Right. I guess that works.
So, but
Oh yeah, it's showing in the actual like. It's not showing in the edit mode, but it's showing in the view mode on D&D Beyond.
yeah, for some reason when I
Oh.
updated you, it added a potion to you for some fucking reason.
That's
What?
the same haste thing, or
Yeah,
like
the
the
potion of
potion of
speed.
speed that happened with Ruako too. Like random
Weird.
potion of speed.
That's I don't know why that's happening now, but this is always fun to
It's
like discover new
weird.
bugs and glitches.
Yeah. But when you guys
Um,
finally get down that hallway where Mlim is hiding, you see there's 2 ogre guards poking the pile of leaves with sticks.
No,
Leaves don't
my
talk. Leaves talking. Leaves talking. See? I poke leaves. Leaves talk. Poke, poke.
Okay. We'll just have to
I
so
name
the
Leaf Pile Pile. It's now my pet.
well,
What?
hello leaf pile. Would
Hi.
you like do you mind poking your head out of the leaf pile for a moment, Mr. Leaf Pile?
Okay. He like
Silly.
stands up because he's tall enough.
The ogre starts to say, silly, leaves don't have... Leaves have head! Leaves have head!
It's
Hi.
Mlem. What are you talking about? Don't worry.
They both
You
kind of
go-
look at each other. Mlem friend green. Mlem, there's
Yes.
no men friend. He brown.
Mlem friend, say you're Mlem.
I'm Lem.
Leaves to be
Go
nine.
back to
Totally
regular
not
colors,
lab.
sweetie.
That is tricky.
I just confirmed it with my paladin powers. He's in fact not lying. It's the true Mlem.
Well, Prince know best. Okay. I guess you not pile pet. Sorry,
Out of character, we still have that free roaming Blam also.
He will tell the guards like, good job on being so attentive. You did very well.
We make sure the evil salad no take over castle.
You were
Green
doing a very
proud.
good job.
Can
Let me give us the broom back. I stole this. Take it.
oh
Very
boy.
that's very nice of you.
And they
Mlem.
start marching off and still arguing about the perks and non-perks of salad.
Well, Mlem, would you be up for a little journey adventure thing to get my name back?
He looks at the leaves.
Which are delightfully
then
crunchy.
He's
If you
probably-
carry my nest for me.
I'm afraid that won't be too easy for me.
They don't all fit in my bag.
Well, how about we make it a nice nest over here that you then can look forward to when we come back?
What if someone takes it away?
How about I tell them to please not do that as like
Okay.
prince?
That's fine. He comes out.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
We can
Alright.
also make make you another whole nest with his entangled vines.
Well,
Oh.
that and we might have another leaf friend with us, but I'll get more to that when we get back to the rest.
Friend!
Oh god.
But
That's the sound inside
He'll,
Lem's brain right now.
Yes?
he'll like head toward the garden where the others are.
Okay. I
Or
mean,
with- sorry,
Lord's
with,
still in
yeah.
the garden with Phil.
We're back.
Woke up
Which, Mlem, you see basically a floating leaf pile next to Borb.
That
Lem
floating
goes to
leaf
sniff
pile,
it.
It smells
You
like
smell tingly.
leaves.
that is an
Ah!
animal.
What
It's
is that?
It's a friend that will accompany us. This is one of our companions, Phil.
They're
this
gonna
is-
start staring at like it's inspecting this thing.
Which she stares
Hmm.
directly at
So
Mlem
this
and
is
just
how it
kind of
works.
says, it looks so hungry. Is it safe?
It's hungry, but Mlem, don't eat that, okay?
Just a
Nephid is
taste.
more impressed now. It can
No.
speak.
She pulls off
Aw.
one of the leaves from her dress and like holds it out like she's trying to feed a lion.
Yay! He eats it.
It tastes like a leaf.
Not as fresh as pork. Pork, give me leaf.
No.
You
I
guys
told you.
visibly see like her relief when Len says, "Nah, Borb tastes better."
Nephida just walks up to her and makes an invasive question. What's your core made of?
What?
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 You are something generated by magic, aren't you?
I'm
This is
What?
a
No.
living fae.
yes, no, I think I have leaves in a drum.
He just has that look and then just like does like a slight bow to the poor thing and just apologizes.
I mean, aren't all
Nephida
things-
backs away and noticing the fear.
It's like she definitely calms down when you back up a little bit. I'm sorry, you caught me off guard. What did you want to know?
Just what your heart is made of.
Like once again, Aiden just like goes up like with like a giant like side view towards you, like just looking like what the fuck? Like the moment you ask that,
My heart's made of my heart.
can I ask why you're asking that?
He makes that concern. Well, I am a god. I will have to create creatures at some point. Just stares at you with that blank stare, like he's doing nothing wrong.
They are made out of sticks and leaves. Like my nest.
But just stops the questions after that one.
She has been actively trying to hide behind Borb the more you question her.
Yeah. But he will
Poor
also
thing.
give everyone 20,000 gold from like the tickets that we like turned
Cashed
in.
in.
Ooh.
Because I did not have to like pay for the curse removal that they were going to do with the wish because another incident happened.
Okay. So 20,000 gold.
Yeah, 20,000 for everyone.
You have
Or
no idea how
everyone.
much I'm fighting
that's
the
a
urge
list.
to make the Chalketeer a fucking cartoon villain just peeking over the walls staring at you guys.
I just imagine him to look like old school Mickey Mouse sometimes or
That's
something.
what I'm like. Basically, he'd be twirling a mustache, like, I know where they're going. I'll cut them off at the pass.
Oh god.
Just like, or like Roadrunner, the like fucking
Yeah, Wile E.
the villain.
Coyote.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so
Now I
tempted,
need
but
an
it's like,
edit
I
of
can't.
the We Are Number One
Yeah.
chocolatier.
With all the simulacrum phases.
Oh lord.
And Aiden is the whatever the
Yeah, Sporticus.
good guy is. Yeah, that way.
But that's like Aiden's just unfazed, just leaving the cage and shit. While they're like, "What? What? No, you idiots! Don't do that!"
Poor Borb. Nah. Aiden's not even close to the trap, just poor Borb keeps getting caught somehow.
Yeah. And they're just like getting upset because it's not Aiden.
It's like, we don't want you, get out!
Get the fuck out! And Borb's just crying like, "I don't want this either."
Like, where are you?
What did I do?
But I'll be informing the Queen and One real quick that we're going to either head out like today or tomorrow, whichever is preferred for you. I don't know if you guys want to buy any supplies or any of the sort.
I can
Yeah, I thought it was
upgrade
good.
My armor with that money.
You can what? Sorry?
I can upgrade my armor.
Oh, I
That
mean,
money.
it wouldn't be a bad thing to stop by Ebony Waters.
True.
Oh no, I just I already made a deal with the.
Shouldn't you get your armor fixed, Aiden?
What's wrong with it?
It's been touched by cold, like weathered by a god. No, that's out of character, by the way.
No, okay. I was gonna say he would just say like, "I'm not gonna just turn this over to the smithy." Like,
Blem.
yeah, he's not going to attempt doing something that he's incapable of doing.
Blem picks
Good
out
grief.
his disguise kit and starts drawing on the hand.
Oh god.
What are you doing?
Here is your face. Now it's
Uh-huh.
happy.
Oh, god.
That's good.
He just probably gave it like head and face, like smiley face, and some like twiggy
Little legs and arms.
little legs. Yeah.
Every time
you,
you do
buddy.
Glem art, I just want to see you draw what he has in his mind because it's always so goofy.
But yeah, like, if you want to go do that real quick, Borb, I'll just talk with the queen, and then we can set out tomorrow, I suppose.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah,
And he'll head
what were you
over to
wanting
the
done
queen.
to your armor?
I'll go to the I'll go to the weaponsmith if it's around the same area Borb's going.
Borb probably is going to have to go to Ebony Waters for, depending on what
No,
he
I-
wants.
No.
He made like a deal before, and he has to just pay up.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I
He was
have-
working on it.
Yeah.
That's right. She was working on it. Okay. I couldn't remember what you had ordered, so
Yeah, no.
then yes, I mean you'd be going to the same spot.
Okay, perfect. I think I'm gonna trade out the Charybdis dagger.
Go to the perfect edge. See how busy it is. It is packed when you get there. Like, I mean, horribly packed. You can't even really see Rar from the door as he's trying to help customers. And he's pretty tall.
What do you think we should do, Borb?
Isn't that the chef? I mean, I know he's.
Both of you
brother.
guys give me a perception check real quick.
Who are you?
Open. One sec. Seems like Nefer doesn't want to open.
Oh, bad Nephro. Open. I'll try him real quick. Perception. 13. Okay. Nephro, you can't really make out anything above all the yelling, but Orb, you do hear a couple snippets of some rumors that seem to be floating around. Something about
Mm-hmm.
some sort of army being raised in the south. People are trying to get some sort of edge, mercenary-wise sort of thing.
Right.
Huh.
But you also hear like another rumor that the kobolds are... They've heard the kobolds are rising up and finally going to subjugate all the lesser races.
Okay.
Which, oddly enough, is coming from the mouth of a small kobold that's in the crowd.
Makes sense. Well, I guess we kind of just gotta wait our turn. I mean, they're just here to do the same thing as us, technically.
I don't mind waiting.
So, it doesn't take a horrible amount of time, about an hour or so before Rar manages to thin out the crowd enough to get to you guys.
Uh-huh.
And it's still pretty crowded. Other people are still browsing, things like that. Some farmers have come in, wanting repairs done to their tools. There is a lot more mercenaries than normal, though. But when you guys get to the
I'm
front,
just making little dancing figures with a smoke pipe.
nice. Several people are like, "Ooh, interesting." But when you do get to the front, Rara gives you a big toothy grin. Ah, welcome back. How is friends?
Good. How are you?
Rara
This
very
is a
busy
demon.
today, as you can see.
Yeah.
Rara helps sister with shop.
What,
Apparently,
do you
people
know-
say war happening.
Yeah, do you know any more about that? What's going on with that?
Rara hear many things as he helps. Some say that down south, many undead appear near Southern Brook. Some people say Ebony Waters decided to expand territory. One person, small lizard man, say kobolds come, strike down all other races. Rara thinks most is bunch of fooey.
Yeah, that's probably right. Well,
The
that was a
only
nice
thing
business
Rara heard
flow,
that
right?
perhaps raise concern are people saying they are hunting down Kate Seath.
No,
Oh.
that would just be cruel.
Rara agrees.
No, but
He's only met
the
the couple,
kobold
but
killing
they're
all
nice.
races isn't.
They're kobolds. We
Yeah,
forget
it's
them.
I would, yeah. In character, probably not, but out of character, yeah.
Okay, well, I spoke with
Well.
your sister last time. I'll like, hand over the
It's so cute.
I'll hand over the breastplate and 23,000. Yeah.
Yes.
And
Rara, oh yes, deal. Sister have ready for you. I go get. And he takes your breastplate and comes back with one that looks even shinier and nicer.
Nice.
In fact, she's embossed it with several like ivy patterns across it.
Nice.
And on the center chest piece, she has engraved 3 staffs crossing each other.
Oh, very nice.
She make good work, no?
Yeah, no, it's impressive.
She knows customers.
Very
She
good
makes
attention to
happy.
detail. Yeah, I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
And he helps you get it on, make sure it's all adjusted and everything, you know. And it fits perfectly.
Nice.
So,
Well, thank you very much.
I tell you, she say thank yous, yes. She will be very happy to know customer happy. So you, Clanman, how help?
Well, I think I might actually just trade off this dagger, and she puts the Charges dagger.
The which one?
The
Oh, the
I think I don't know how to spell it. Yeah.
Gotcha. Odd blade? I take to sister, see what she offers, yes?
Maybe something with a little bit of more either radiant or necrotic.
I have to see what she has in stock. Unfortunately,
No
I do
problem.
not know off top of head. As
No
told,
problem, master.
as she told Leafman here, she no make enchantments, she only make good blades, good armor. If you want magic and she no has on hand, you will have to go to other ones. Rara, sorry. But the
Any
Rara will see
reference
what
would
she
help.
offers for it, yes?
Sure.
Rara will be back. He goes to the back and comes back with a different dagger. He still has yours on hand, but he comes back with a different dagger.
Mhm.
Sister said we'll trade for Venom dagger, and he holds up the other dagger.
Ooh.
Otherwise, sister say she buy for 3,000.
I'll trade for the dagger.
Rara will not. And he, puts the dagger in its sheath, wraps it all up and everything, and hands it over to you. Good deal, Rara says. Sister be happy.
Yes, and I am actually glad of dealing with that poisoning thing. It kept telling me to kill people.
Oh. Rara, bring this up to sister. No one self-stabbing daggers.
It apparently does. It apparently does damage to you while you use it. So it kept telling me to kill people. So I just don't trust it.
It's very odd dagger, made of crystal. Very, very odd material. Usually not strong. Seems strong enough, though. We'll put warning label on. May cause murderous rage. Sell at discount. Which he puts that thing in a separate bag, puts that bag in a bag, and then wraps the bag in leathers.
Yeah, Nevertheless just puts the new dagger in his side.
Rara help you with any other transaction.
Looks at board.
Think I'm all good.
I'm good in the meantime.
Rara, thanks for patronage. Unfortunately, Rara does have other customers. Would love to chat,
Of
though.
course.
Perhaps different time.
Yeah, no,
No problem.
of course.
He just
hands you
walks
each
off
a little
with board.
mint. Thank you for shopping
Take it.
Perfect Edge. You make sister happy.
Glad.
So, and he, waves you guys out the door and gets to the next one, who is a very tiny kobold who is only about 2 feet tall, going, biggest weapon you have now!
God.
We need to join the kobold revolution.
We want to be
We
on
need
the
a
right side
dragonborn
of
to
history.
lead.
Oh, ow, sorry.
So we're heading south. I guess.
I'll have to talk with the queen and stuff real quick before we are.
Lem raids the kitchen. Got to have a
As
food for
Nephida just indulges himself in the cellars.
Aiden has to do one more conversation with the wife.
Fair enough. She's busy helping with paperwork, but smiles when you come in.
You mind if we talk one more time? I did like talk to the Fae.
You say that, and you feel her eyes kind of dart all over you to make sure all the pieces are still there. How'd it go?
Well, he looks around like, can we do it in the private room?
Suppose. And she, nods towards Oni, who gets another Oni to go over there and start sorting the paperwork for her.
Well, once we do get there,
Which when you get there, she checks behind all the potted plants to make sure there's not a Nephro.
Oh, good point.
So it seems we're alone, and she locks the door this time.
Well, so
He's nowhere to be found.
I did talk with the Fey Lord, and he gave me the objective of bringing a bard to him to offer that certain bard a job. I made my position of this very clear and asked that I specifically do not want anything, like I want him to have a free choice on this, as well as I'm not going to force or anything of the sort to him, and he agreed to such things too. So all we have to do, he says, like it's ever that easy, is to find this bard and, well, get him to show up at the audience and I get my name back.
That seems uncharacteristically reasonable for a Fae.
Which is why I'm a little worried, but I don't really have a choice of not going along with it since he has my name right now.
Well, that would explain why the Oracle led me to him, then.
Yes. And he has said that he'd feed it to some odd creature if, I guess.
A Jabberwocky?
Possibly, yes, I think that's what he said.
Oh, those things are the stuff of nightmares.
What I told him too, I have no idea what those are, and he just told me to be glad.
Yes, in this case, ignorance is bliss. They are, suffice to say, very horrible creatures. Almost unkillable as well.
Right. Well, I did have 2 more conversations.
Oh?
So, one was with my god, which I'm very thankful for, to get some counsel and alleviate some of the stress that I've been having with all these other beings being interested in me. And if there was any kind of, well, forcible intervention from another deity, he'd back me up and prevent such a thing in his power.
That's good, at least. What was
Yes,
the other
it takes
person?
a lot of stress off me. The other person was the person that gave me the marking.
She kind of... Why did you talk to her?
Well, I'll be honest with you, I felt like it was important to know the reason why why a god is just, well, helping me out of nowhere. I can't say I'm not curious enough to hear the reason and if I should be worried for said reason. But that
Almost
was
any
the
time
only
a god's
reason.
involved, you should be worried.
Yeah, but he like thinks about Bahamut. I get where you're coming from, but like I guess as a paladin or who I am, I see things a little differently.
Still, it's a safer spot. It's like dealing with Fae.
Yeah, I wouldn't go seeking out some of the other gods, if you know what I mean, the ones that are just known to be outright evil. Well, not that
She's
they
just
haven't been
looking at
trying
you
to
in
see-
silence.
He looks around the room corners for like spiders,
You don't see any spider webs, no.
but basically what I'm trying to say is I'm making sure that nothing like that I don't have a choice on happens, and with my choice, there's no way I'm not staying truthful to both you and Bahamut in those separate reasons.
Very well, but still, tread with caution.
Also, before we sent out, did you have the idea for the marking I offered you?
Remind me what mark.
I offered her because she was a bit jealous with all the markings to like potentially put one on my heart or chest
That's
or
right,
something.
that's right. The mark of our marriage is more than enough. As long as it doesn't fade, I'll be happy.
All right. Well, I hope nothing happens with that. I'm not wanting to
She
try
does
to
look
make
at
it
your
fade.
armor, but just in case, and she places her hand on the other side, you're still kind of eyeballing the Lemdoodle.
He just closes his eyes and accepts his fate.
So, and you feel the armor warm for a second, and then cool to a normal temperature as the mark of the Oni is put on your chest. Not your physical chest, the chest plate.
Yeah. It's just this.
Yes. So
The yes, honey meme.
basically, it's time for your 5 a.m. marking. Yes, dear.
But
There. Now others will know who you serve and who you're devoted to.
thank you. But I'm glad I don't have to enter the smithy in the next couple days.
Oh,
I mean, taking so many imprints on someone's armor. I think soon I'll have a hammer thrown at me.
you might. You should take better care of your equipment. And she has a very, just kind of smirk on her face for that.
He gives her a pointed look after what just happened. Listen, at least this one was willing from me.
Still, I'm not one to abate the rage of a smith and her fine quality armor.
No. But yeah, I mean, I'm very willing for this one to show where my heart truly lies.
I believe in that.
Well, we have till tomorrow, so we might as well spend some time together till we set out.
Indeed, we should. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Let's just say armor hits the floor. Let the armor hit the floor.
Yep.
Any of you guys else wanting that? Anybody else doing anything before tomorrow?
I don't need to.
I'm
I
all
don't
good.
think so.
They did move your leaf pile into your room, Lem.
Nice.
So it is placed all over your bed now.
Nefera just goes into the castle kitchen, practices a little bit of cooking until he falls asleep on the floor there.
Tell you what, give me a wisdom check real quick.
That's fine.
At least it's not int, but...
Can you do it for me? For some reason,
Yeah.
mine is lagging the hell out.
Okay. You have enough presence of mind as you're passing out, you do not fall forward onto the stove, but backwards to the floor. So one of the ogres kind of picks you up and palms you off to somebody else to get you to your room. When you do
He
wake
does
up,
not
you are
wake
still
up.
wearing the chef's hat and an apron.
Goes back to sleep.
Orb, anything on your end?
No.
Okay, not going to talk to your drinky buddy, nothing?
No.
Okay. In that case... Ah, excellent. Everybody is woken up just as the sun is rising by a very loud noise outside. It sounds like somebody shouting, but way louder than anyone has any physical right to shout.
Aiden looks at the queen and is like, what the fuck?
She kind of shakes the sleep out of her eyes. Let's go check. And she
I'm
puts on
better
a,
off.
well, pretty much a sheer nightgown just for the sake of having something on, but it doesn't really hide anything.
Aiden puts on all he has, which is his armor.
So
Lem kind of just rushes in where the sound is coming,
it's
but
from
as stealth.
outside. Yes. So I mean, you're
Yeah.
sneaky out the window. So you're the first one that sees a 400-foot tall image of the chocolatier over the city.
Friend.
Mm.
No.
Fuck! No!
Nefera's awake
Lem
in the
waves.
room,
Hello,
so
friend.
Which it does not seem to
his
notice.
eyes show rage and just concern at this point.
it seems like he is tapping at something. And every time he swings his finger, you get this horrible boom, boom, echoing through the town, which everybody is out in the streets. Is this thing on? Ah, seems like it is. Excellent, excellent. Ah, now then, you may not know
I
me,
want his voice
but
to
those who
stop.
do know me very well. I have an announcement to make. I am going to absolutely raise this city due to one of your members. He knows who he is. Oh, does he know who he is? And he has angered me.
He only knows half who he is.
Nephiro starts pulling out the ruby. Let's go, forbiddance!
I, however, am very benevolent to the innocent, and do not wish to kill all the innocent people in this city. If for no other reason than it would be highly wasteful, and the cleanup would be an absolute nightmare. So, I am offering you a choice. Turn over your prince to me, aid Pentagon, or face annihilation. Have a nice day! And he fades with a little wave and a smile.
I look at Aiden with a just sarcastic face. Well, we can hand you in to save the town, and this time we can actually get him.
Well, I was
Which-
prepared to just go to him now because I don't want the city to be leveled.
Which
From
you
everyone here to
hear
be killed.
outside absolute fucking panic fill the streets.
By the way, Aiden, the fear and rage you see in my eyes is just straight up noticeable.
Aiden is not looking at anyone but at the holographic image with his own anger.
Yeah, I mean, it's gone now, so.
Yeah.
But,
And
you
the
know,
first person
the
he looks
queen
at
kind
after
of
is,
looks
of
at
course,
you
the
and goes,
queen.
Where's the
"See,
meeting
you
spot,
made
though?
him angry somehow."
I did.
Which, as she says that, the figure flickers back into view. Oh, forgetful of me. How silly. I forgot to tell you the delivery point. I want just his head, by the way, not his body. That part's useless. But give him outside the city, and we'll consider it even, shall we? Ta-da! And he disappears again.
He looks at the queen in like the sense that like if it comes to that, I am prepared for it.
She gives you the look of she'd rather not have your head on a platter. So,
Then we better hurry before the town does it.
Well, we don't really know how much we have to hurry.
well, given that people are actively pounding on the gates asking for explanations, and half of them are kind of, give him up! I want to die!
Nephiro stares at you with the sarcastic face again.
I'm not going to like he's still looking at the queen. I'm not going to lie to you. If in my current state, I'm probably not much use in the fight. So
We're all
there's only
terrified,
the two
Aiden.
options of
If
trying
need
to
be,
get
I
my
will go
name
with
back.
you. So, which, yeah, it looks like the guards are trying to reestablish some sort of order, but now people are getting trampled in the street. They're starting
What-
to throw rocks at the guards.
What did the queen say? I did not hear it.
She's
on
willing
my
to go
bad.
with you if need be.
Right. I don't know if I can leave this city right now with my conscience intact just to get my name back.
Well, if nothing
Thanks for
else,
being
I can always teleport you outside of the city walls, so at least the mob doesn't get you.
Do you think it might be a good idea to try and talk to them from like my point?
Which she kind of looks down, and you can see the same view she is of just a huge pile of people pushing against the castle gates that the ogres are keeping shut.
Yeah.
Somehow I don't think they'll be very willing to listen.
Listen, I know you guys are very strong and all that, but are you guys going to be okay?
Well, I will keep order
Should
in
we-
any way possible, and you know that, even if I have to kill some people.
Should I try and talk to some other capitals to seek some potential help or favor?
Well, I think we need to solve this problem first, and then we already have the league for this, and which Oni
Yeah.
kind of... That's the crowd
Oni's
now.
just screaming. One's just panicking.
God.
Ah!
Just Odie knows how bad. He's like, nope, nope, fuck this. I haven't had my pills. No. But no, he walks up. I've already informed the other nations of what just happened.
I could go over there and ask for them to like help protect for the moment. I don't know. He's capable of a lot.
That he is, but even then, mobility of troops takes time.
It does, but at least we do have the teleporter for potential powerful allies.
Indeed, and some of them are making their way here now once they prep their men.
Right. Well,
Either we try to weather this out so we get more reinforcements, or we send you to him. The choice is yours.
I don't know if I can. I don't think we can fight him at this point, especially with half my name missing. So the only option is to, well, you guys turn me over. But I'm going to be totally honest with you. I don't think he'll back down even despite that.
Borb could teleport you out. Like, they technically give
Yeah,
you out,
well,
but Borb takes us out after you have been given
And I mean,
away.
he has Quicken Spell,
Yeah.
if I remember right, so
Yeah.
he is an excellent panic button.
Not Mlem saying this is me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mlem
this-
is not
this
smart
is
enough.
Rax talking through Mlem. Hey, I heard your problem, and boy, do I have a solution.
I have teleportation circle, so I don't like unless he's at a location
Yeah.
circle.
I thought you also had teleport.
No.
He is asking.
Well, given that it's
either, like,
Quicken Spell, I think it can still be used
Yeah,
for
like,
teleportation.
If you
circle.
use Quicken spell, you can basically teleport us to any of the other cities without issues.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
well,
only
yeah.
thing is that it's a ritual and it has like that specific amount of time. But if it's Quicken spell, you shouldn't
Yeah, I mean, it
probably have the
Quicken Spell.
same issue.
Oh, no, it does specify it has to have a time of 1 action.
Ah, okay.
So, unfortunately, teleportation circle is kept out of that one.
right.
But with Subtle Spell, you could cast it and still get away with it.
But it would still take a lot.
It would still take
longer.
time, but depending on how much time you stall for. Because
Yeah.
it takes
I
1
mean,
minute
we
to
might
write
be
that.
able to stall it, but
It's not
but
like
the
it's
1
a
minute is
super
bad.
long,
He
spell.
did specify that he does not want my body, though. Just the head,
can we make you hurt?
maybe.
Like a fucking illusion?
I was
or
to say it
something?
doesn't. I'm gonna quit helping. I'll let you guys figure this out.
Yeah.
I don't have much illusion magic, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We could
Let's
Give-
see
We
what
can
I
hold your
have.
head out of the ground.
I have bunch of like disguise things I can try to make decoy
God.
Aiden head, but it's gonna be Mlem.
Yeah, just
We can
Mlem
always
walking
stick
around
around.
as a head about 6 feet off the ground.
We could always have then like the
No.
googly eyes on there to make it talk too.
I mean, if that's the plan and it's something that you want to make, Mlem will make that.
Well, he first of all he looks at like Queen Shala and the One, and it's like, does either one have like a contact stone that I can contact or we keep in touch with while we're out and about?
She suddenly pops in your head. I have telepathy.
Yeah, but that won't let me check in with you.
It's 2 ways. It's
Yeah, but-
limited in time, but One, which he kind of, you see him like doing a mental checklist. He goes and he does find a pair of messaging stones.
That's good. Just so I can check in with you regularly while we're out. I don't know how long this would take.
Hopefully not too long.
Hopefully. So he said he's waiting outside the city.
Yes. Well, then get all
I guess
the fuck out.
we don't really have a choice but try to either, well, fake him out or deal with this at the moment.
Just a second, I'm having to deal with the kid. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're fine.
Wait, it's coming? Or you're just... God. My child. Okay, it wasn't something bad. He's upset that he's having to poop. Not that it's stuck or there's too much. No, just that he has to take the time to poop.
I mean, I could always try to banish him.
Just banish the poop out of him.
No, no, not that. The chocolatier.
Oh, it's like, well,
I
I,
guess
mean,
both are a little
technically, I
chocolate-ish.
guess.
I could plane shift him, but he's just gonna plane shift.
Yeah.
Thing.
I forgot how. Like, I don't know if actually if he's a Fey, he might be from the Feywilds, which I think is a different plane, right?
It is
It is.
considered a duck.
So
So
you
if the
can-
banishment does succeed, he would be stuck there for a bit.
Yeah,
I
he would
don't
have to
management,
use
though.
like a teleportation to get back, so it would take him couple rounds to get back.
Right.
But
but
first,
wouldn't take
it
him too
already
long.
takes a minute for him to be like stuck in that banishment before
Yeah.
it completely eats him out. So
Yeah.
that would also give us enough time to do teleportation circle.
The only thing is, for Aiden, that like just leaving the situation isn't the greatest option, because I mean he's threatening to level the city.
I mean, Lem still can make that. Go ahead.
We have to make some kind of solution. He will ask, like, do you think it'd be possible to just tell him that Aiden's not here at the moment, and that you'll abide by this when I'm back?
I
I mean, I
can
think we might
try,
just
but I have a
destroy the
feeling
city.
he knows you're here, or else he wouldn't
I have sort of a feeling too, but
Sorry.
then again, his marking of me that he does have is
have.
blocked out.
Well, from what you're saying, that doesn't mean he can't scry. Plus, from what
Well,
you've said of him in the
no.
past, he may have spies within the city itself.
Yeah, it's not impossible. Well, anyone more intelligent have a solution?
Well, if we do leave,
Why don't we
there's a
just
chance he
talk?
just destroys the city just to spite you.
That's the problem.
Yeah. I mean,
I am,
If
of
we
course,
do wait
offering
here,
to, well,
all of us and Queen Shala and One and other potential reinforcements.
we
can
might be
use.
able to take him, but it
Yeah.
could just be a simulacrum and he just turns up with another one.
I mean, at that point.
Do you,
then
do
we
you
just-
know anything about simulacrums? Do, like, the others immediately know?
Give
What's
me
going
an
on
Arcana
with them?
check.
Or do they have to, like, tell them or something?
Crit?
Wow.
Yeah, well done. So, simulacrums.
I think they would know.
Aiden's just, of course, asking because he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Right, understandable, but technically he, unless it is his own custom version, he would not know anything that happens to the simulacrum except that it is destroyed.
Right.
So, other than that, it just follows his instructions and acts like him.
What would happen if we banish a simulacrum?
It would be
It would
there
just-
for a minute and come back because
Right.
it's from this plane.
Yeah, it's-
Unless he
Unless
made
on a
it
different
in
plane.
the
Yes.
different plane. Yeah.
because it's considered a construct for all intents and purposes. It's
Plus, if
basically
it's the
a
same-
intelligent snow golem.
If it is the same simulacrum that we met in the Fey Wilds, then he would be significantly weakened, as he already used his 9.
He used some spells, yeah.
Mhm.
But then again, I'm just worried that he's like, how long would it take for him to show up again with another one or any of the sort? I think the only choice that we really have, even in my weakened state, is to try and, well, fight this one.
Yeah, I would agree.
Same.
Because if we leave, then he'll just send volley after volley at the city until it weakens or breaks or kills a bunch of people.
I have to sadly, like, the only options that I can think of is either you guys hand my head over or we fight it.
Nefero looks at you. Nefero looks at you and goes like, "To save the people of this town, and even you have that conscience, Aiden. We know what the choice is. We have to fight him and stop him."
Well, I'm
You
also
won't stop.
prepared to offer myself, but
Why don't we
I'm
do
smart
both?
enough. I'm smart enough that I know it wouldn't work. No, we're absolutely should do both. We should fool him first and then surprise the simulacrum, considering if it is one. we should try and get some form of bait. Of course, if I show up out of the city walls, it might and ask to just have a final conversation with him. It might be enough time as well for some people to round up and get ready to fight him.
Mm-hmm.
Which Shala and One nod at that.
Well, would you guys give it a try? I don't think there's many other solutions that we have.
Yeah.
And as long as I can trap him inside my temple or use the forbidden spell, as long as there's no Fae around.
10 minutes to cast Forbiddens, remember that.
Yeah, I mean, if we're heading toward
I
the
got
wall,
time
you
to
can
repair.
technically cast it before we
Yeah.
go out.
I have time to prepare, yeah.
But I what all does Forbidden's kill again?
And whatever he designates of 4 different things. I think Celestial, Fiends, Undead, and something else.
Right.
Fae.
Okay.
So,
It
So
might
we
be
would
good-
have to just leave the friend you just got
Yeah.
away from the
I was
area.
gonna say that, and we might just want to cast the actual area, not overlapping with the actual city borders, just in case there is friendly Fae or anything living here.
there's definitely friendly Faes in here for sure. Not necessarily the
Oh.
undead or anything else, but...
So Aiden would
Oh, it's
mention that
5
to you.
things. Celestials,
Yeah.
Elementals, Fae, Fiends, and Undead is what it can affect. So, and it covers 40,000 square feet,
Huh.
which I know we did the math on that before, so...
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Sorry, what? I didn't hear.
It covers 40,000 square feet.
Yeah, it was a shitload, but we can technically make it so it can you not customize the range a bit too?
No, that's how
No?
it's 30 foot high, 40,000 square foot.
Jesus Christ.
So
That's why I've been holding it.
it's not as big as you'd think, honestly. Because
Yeah, I mean,
it boils down to 0.03 square kilometers.
yeah.
So I
But,
think it's
I guess-
basically 1 acre of land. So
I-
4 or 5 houses worth of space.
I guess Aiden would mention to cast that outside the towards outside the border, not in it, just because there is Fae living here.
I was thinking once
Mhm.
again of me coming in without the membrane. If Nephiro waits while you are talking, trying to there is a whatever that's wall beyond the city, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Behind the wall, casting it, then it kind of leaves most of the city out. And
Yes.
like
I was
that.
thinking
Yeah.
he could basically just behind the outer wall, just cast it
Yeah.
from there to not include any in the actual city, but just also not be
Mhm.
seen by the chocolatier.
Yeah, if he is behind, then of course.
There's no friendly Fae, only name stealing. No name stealing in this
Or-
campaign yet.
Really?
Or,
Are you sure?
or if
I
I'm
may
at
or
a
may not-
distance,
I may or may not only
Oh.
have half mine now.
one
Hey,
thing I
that
can
was
say.
worth a ticket, so
Yeah.
One thing I can say, or if I am actually in a range of 120 feet of them, I can actually try to use Temple of the Gods and trap them in there.
Yeah, well, I don't know how that works, but it'd be good to also. It'd be definitely good
And
to
I can
restrict them from
choose who
leaving.
goes in there.
Yeah,
And I
it'd be
can
definitely
choose who
good
goes in
from-
there.
It'd be definitely good to stop him from leaving, so we can all just make sure the simulacrum either dies or is permanently restrained of some sort.
Because Nephiro in character says pretty much well, my temple's perfect for a battle zone.
How? What? Can you actually post that spell in chat? I forgot exactly what it does.
Does it have a casting time and how long is
That
it?
too. That
it's 1
cast.
hour casting time.
1 hour.
1 hour. Ouch.
So,
Yeah.
and it
okay.
literally
Yeah.
makes a temple. So
Well, let's just try with that other spell with the ruby, I guess. And I'll just try to stall him to the best of my ability. Do you he looks at the other ones that aren't Nephiro, because Nephiro is going to be casting that first from behind or in the wall. If they want to come out with me for the speech as handing me over to so that we're all together when it starts.
Lemon Borb hand you over.
well, Mlem, Borb, and I suppose like the Queen and One might help fight, but
I would
I'd-
honestly prefer if I just went out with you. That way I could
Yeah.
dimension door or thunderstep you out.
Yeah,
Right.
I think Mlem would be like taking a sniper position on the
yeah,
wall or
if you
something.
guys, he looks at like the Queen and One too. If you guys would just stand like nearby, just in case, that would be helpful. And he obviously looks at like the Queen and says like, "But don't you dare get yourself in danger."
She smiles. I'm capable of handling myself, don't worry.
I know, but
First things first, then, if we're decided on a plan of action.
right.
She walks onto the balcony and cups her hands around her mouth. Shut up! And the crowd just kind of stops. We're going to deal with this. Go home, stay home. You'll be safe. Quit trampling each other, you fools. Which, it seems to have the correct effect on the place. It calms down. Not everybody leaves, but nobody's being trampled anymore. You do hear occasional, but what about the prince? Fuck the prince, he brought death upon us. We'll have it figured out before the end of the hour. Shoo! And most of them do, in fact, go away. Oh. Shall we go, then?
Yes.
Yeah.
I suppose we should let Nephro give Nephro a little of a head start on the casting.
I can walk while I'm channeling something.
No, I
I
mean
think.
like just before I go outside of the city
Yeah,
walls, we just
I
let
would
you
say
start
that.
casting already. And then about like
Yeah.
when you're halfway done or a little bit more than that, I go out to start talking with him.
Very well. Everybody into the carriage. We're going to the gate. And
Lem
enough-
follows by feet because he's so fast. And that way he can kind of like post up somewhere where he wants to as
Right.
stealth. Stealth.
She's more doing this so the town knows that the royalty's doing something rather than just hiding in their castle. So, zoom! Occasionally people feel something brush by their legs and are very confused why their ham sandwiches are gone, but they don't know why.
Yep.
So you guys do get to the gate, and she gives very strict instructions to wait until Nephro signals to open the gate to reveal you guys.
Lem would like to, while he climbs up the wall and the stuff, he would try to look where the chocolatier is, if he is actually in
There
there
is
yet.
actually seems to be a man outside of the walls. He's
Aiden will.
your estimate
sorry,
about
go ahead.
1,000 feet away from the wall.
Could I? Oh, okay.
You could still
Lem
hit him,
1,000.
but
Yeah, like Lem would sneak closer, just to see like if it's the same. Trying to like see if it's the same simulacrum we saw
give
and
me
stuff,
a
or
perception check real quick. At advantage because it is sight. That's enough.
really
Because
bad.
you've got bad for you, but fucking godly for
Yeah.
anybody else. It does
Yeah.
look like the same person that you were harassing at the fair. Which does not look like the person that showed up in the
You make it
announcement.
sound like we did a wrong thing with him.
I am the DM. I'm allowed to make it seem like you're doing the wrong things.
Yeah. That's funny.
It
The
is my
biggest question
privilege.
is, does he have my purple hat that I gave him?
Yes, he does.
Okay, so it's it's the right simulacrum. Lem is tempted to go to talk to him, but he's being a good boy.
Yeah. Like once I want to say like to give enough time. Once like Nephro is like 6 or 5 minutes done into casting, because we still have to walk closer to him.
Mhm.
He'll start heading out with Borb toward him.
That's fair.
Nephro will signal the moment he starts, which is like when I put this up.
Yeah.
Aiden will have his hands in the air, of course.
Oh, I will. I'll do that before.
Oh, yeah, good.
While we're
Yeah.
walking.
Gotcha. So
Lem
everybody's
also,
talking.
like Lem will scout the area a bit to see if there is
Question,
anything else, like if he has like allies or if the simulacrum is alone. Like
It's-
behind him, he kind of like skirts around.
It does not seem like
I want to
anything
ask you
bears
one
with him.
question though.
Hmm.
Dude,
if by any chance, because I can leave the ruby in the spot where I'm actually hiding, could the ruby be moved or anything like that?
No, because it's not casted on the ruby, it's on the spot that you're on.
Okay.
So it is a touch distance spell, so it is centered around you, and it remains for that in that spot for a day.
Oh.
Okay.
Basically, it's what's the old sanctuary used to be. Is it made holy ground?
Could you
Okay.
Borb, could you include the like Queen and One into the telepathic bond?
Yeah. Yeah. So
Well, I mean, they don't
therefore,
need to
those
because they
two-
actually have built-in telepathy. So
that's-
Right. But I guess they
this
could
way we
always
can
hear
also
all what we're
represent-
saying in
That's
there.
fair.
But
which
we
is
need to
important.
also be able to
Yeah.
communicate.
But like
I'm gonna add the baby dragon too.
But okay, he's still at the castle. He's got the fuck.
You might have to defend your new home.
Oh,
what?
okay.
What are you putting like burdens on them
Get
for?
another ally, you know.
You
And
never know when a
maybe-
dragon will be handy. Damn
Well-
it.
He will specifically stay or tell Phil to stay at the palace because of what is about to be cast.
Yeah, she has no problem with that.
Just to help or keep Borb's garden like wonderful because I know you're probably very proficient in that.
So, as you guys open the gate with Aiden leading in the front, hands up, you can hear him laughing. And not like a giggle, like this is out of his fucking mind. He's just seen the funniest thing in the world, laughter. Like it looks like his stomach is physically hurting from how hard he's laughing. As I didn't think you'd actually do it, you fucking idiots!
Well, what were you gonna do otherwise?
Oh, nothing, just watch
Both
the
know
shit
you're-
show unfold.
We both know you're very capable of, well, pulling through with whatever you're threatening.
Oh,
And
indeed.
again, this is probably the first time I think I actually hurt you threatening.
I got bored and upset, and why not? Besides, it seems like plenty of people got trampled in that little stampede I caused.
At about like the 600-foot like distance toward him,
Mhm.
Aiden's gonna like halt and ask him like, could you like look at me like closing the rest of the distance kinda?
I mean, it's 600. Oh, him? It's like,
Yeah, like the last 400 foot.
no, you called my bluff. I was just messing with you.
What?
I wasn't going to do anything. Destroy a whole city and waste all those valuable resources over a bit of a grudge. I just wanted to see how you'd react. And
Like,
oh
we do, like,
boy, was that hilarious.
Can we do like insight checks
Yeah,
or
go for it.
something?
Go for it.
I think this is pretty important
Insight
to check.
and
No,
perception
no?
if you prefer. See if there's anything he's hiding.
Oh, perception,
Those
I'll
two.
definitely do.
Do I need to roll? Whoa.
Oh, perception is good.
Okay. So, yeah, it's like, it seems like he's being honest.
Contact Nephro and tell him to hold off on casting the spell, I guess.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure. I'm changing my mind as we speak. Do you
No,
see
he
an
asked that
army
in the-
behind me?
He has that. in
Lem
the mental-
appears
Oh.
behind him. I knew you were a really good friend. Nice. He
Oh,
pats him on the
it's-
back.
You again. Oh, yes,
Hello.
he reaches out and pulls out a sausage for you.
He eats
Should
it.
we not take out the simulacrum?
Well,
But
I
he's
mean,
a
if he wants to,
friendly.
he's just gonna teleport
I don't
away.
know if we have the capabilities of taking out the simulacrum.
Oh, you
We
figured that
might,
part out,
but-
did you? Well, even if
I
you
think this
did,
is-
I'd just make another one.
Oh well, we were doing mental talk. I don't know if he was.
Oh, okay. Let me know if you're
Yeah,
telepathy, so...
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
I think if we do, even if we do attack, he'll just teleport away. If he's not serious about fighting. I mean, we can try a volley. Why not? But
But do we need to? He's so nice
Yeah.
now.
well, no.
Trust
But-
me, he's not nice.
He gave me a sausage.
I want the real one.
We all do, but his simulacrums will be in the way either way.
Why are you guys being so quiet? Got your tongues? Yeah,
Can
have
you
another
blame us
sausage,
after what
little
you-
one.
He will
The
respond
monster
in actual, he
casting.
will actually respond in physical words like, "Can you blame us after this?" And
A
like,
little
continue
bit. I
talking
figured you'd
mentally.
be more talkative.
Oh no, I don't think we really want to talk with you.
Oh, what a shame. What a shame.
Lem offers a sandwich.
So
for
he's
him.
gonna ask
Well, thank
everyone
you.
like telepathically, including like
He-
the queen and One, if they want to go through with this or like.
He
like,
tells he
if
tells
actually
Aiden
bluffs.
he tells Aiden to try to see if he can pull him to show himself. Himself.
Excuse me.
He wants you to try to summon the actual chocolatier here.
I don't think we're gonna be able
That's
to
a
do that.
terrible
You
idea.
can taunt him.
The last thing we want is something we cannot face at the moment here.
Which Oni and Queen Shala are like, whatever you decide, they're behind you 100%.
I don't think either.
Here's where I'm okay. So here's where me as a player is going down. Is like I have 4 golems, elemental golems that I can use myself. I have a spell that I can cast. I have another.
If I
Like
can
we
say
have
something
enough
in between real quick,
resources.
If I can say something in
Yeah.
between real quick, we're potentially dealing with the equivalent of a like a beyond level 20 character enemy here, if the actual real one is here,
Yeah.
who's capable of such spells like Time Stop, God forbid, Wish, and things like that. We like, no offense, 4 golems will basically be like little ants trying
Well,
to poke at him.
Not even golems, they're basic elementals, so CR5 elementals.
God knows he could probably just snap and they'd disappear.
Banishment, banishment, banishment,
Yeah.
banishment.
Even if we tried, there's no chance he'd come.
Yes.
Like yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like, he's going to ask in the telepathic bond if like to Borb specifically, what do you think we should do?
I mean, I think we just walk away, ignore him. If he's
What
gonna
if
do
the-
something, he'll do it, and then we'll.
What if this
Actually,
bluff is not real?
Call him as
exactly,
double
that's why we
blind.
Just walk away.
While you guys are
Yeah.
talking,
No, I
Lem is
meant, like, what
probably
if-
talking to the.
Yeah,
Well,
what
yeah,
if
if you're
he's-
talking to him, talk to him.
Yeah,
what is
he will.
he?
Hmm?
Do you think he? Oh, he's talking to Borb. Like, do you think like it could very well be that he's just lying about this, the lie itself, and try to just stab us in the back the moment we actually do leave?
If he does, we're 600 feet away, and I can teleport us, and then we can actually
Yeah.
attack in earnest.
While this is going on, Lem is gonna be like, "Have you heard about the watermelon toast?
Watermelon toes? That sounds
Yeah,
either delicious or terrifying.
I heard halflings have those."
Well, I haven't found any with them yet, but if I do, I'll be sure to let you know. Would you
Oh,
mind if I
thank
keep you as a pet? You're rather adorable.
Like Aiden's also going to like just yell over to him like, so what are you gonna do from here? Like, are you just gonna stay around or are you gonna teleport away?
Well, it depends on what I feel like doing. Maybe it'll come back in a week or 2. Maybe I'll go and do some shopping. I heard that you have quite the local delicacies around here. And may I say that
Shopping
the
is
queen
nice.
is quite absolutely stunning looking. Though
Yeah,
she
she
could
sure
always
is.
use a few modifications for better finesse. And he kind of scratches his chin as he says that. Which Oni, very clearly stands between them at that point.
Yeah, and Aiden will obviously not look very like kindly on his expression.
Oh, I'd give her back to you. Don't worry. I don't steal other people's toys unless I have to. But given that you played along, perhaps I'll answer some questions for you. Besides, I kind of want to keep the little green one. He's adorable.
Are you gonna answer the questions truthfully?
It depends on the question, I suppose. If you
Alright,
ask
I
for
guess
my
my-
3 sizes, I'm not going to tell you.
I guess my first question would be is if we leave right now, are you going to leave and come back another time or are you going to stick around?
Oh, I'll probably go on my merry way for now. I have other things to do. I just happened to be
Alright.
passing by and figured, why not?
Another question. Are you by chance doing like causing problems anywhere at the moment?
Oh,
else?
undoubtedly. I'm not going to tell you where, but I'm always doing something. Idle
Right.
hands are the devil's workshop, after all.
And I don't think I have to ask that question, but I might as well. I'm assuming you're going to continue toying with us for a while.
Oh, yes. You seem particularly fun to mess with.
Aiden's actually like glad that he said yes to that.
But that doesn't mean I don't have side projects on. You're not the only thing I'm focused on.
Oh no, undoubtedly. I mean, you were in the Thane's graves and everything.
Oh, you have hobbies.
Everyone should have
What do you do?
hobbies. Well, I build things, little one.
Oh,
You've met some of them, I'm sure.
the tasty ones.
Yes. No, I wouldn't recommend
hands.
that.
I have one of them. He picks out one of the hands he collected from.
Oh god, yeah, one of the zombie hands you got.
Yeah,
Oh, see, this one understands good workmanship when he comes across it.
they're really good tasting. He eats it.
Crunch. Oh,
I want to do.
Huh.
Can we all do like another insight roll on the like he'll go on his merry way?
go for it.
That's way better, at least. But I'm not great at
Bor's so
insights.
like, nah, I don't fucking care.
I just want to ask him, like, not going to, but I want to ask him how it feels to be a cuck. Probably not a good idea.
We just hear it in a telepathic bond from the.
Should I totally ask this or not?
He's
I don't
going
think
to
he's a rooster.
telepathically. He's going to ask Queen Shala if I should ask any questions on their behalf because I'm close.
She tries to think of something. She's like, he's obviously not going to tell us his next move, so
No.
anything you can think of, any information you can perhaps wiggle out of him. He's very full of himself, so it might be possible to trick him.
Yeah. Well, I guess I do have one question,
Oh yes, what is it?
just to get to know you.
I'm flattered.
Why were you always interested in the things that you were, or did this just happen at some point
Oh
for a certain
no,
reason?
no, it's born like this. It's something you acquire over time, like a very well-aged wine. You find a little bit of this. Oh, that's interesting. A little bit of that. Oh, that's even more interesting. And you put them together and you get me.
Right. And how well has you been going with what your goals are?
Oh, very well. You may not know it, but all the pieces are indeed falling into place, even with your meddling.
He like once again like just thinks about Evening Glory in that regard, how she's still very much cucks him.
Oh yeah, but pieces
Well-
are everywhere. The bigger puzzle is falling into place, and undoubtedly there's going to be a couple places where you have to rearrange the pieces so they fit better as they fall. But in the end, everything comes together. It's beautiful like
Of
that.
course.
Fate, if you will. Destiny.
He will like probably like say through the telepathic bond that it's better for us to hold off on fighting him at the moment, just because like the simulacrum, because I'm also not at my full strength. So we might as well go along with this and fight the simulacrum when I do have my name back.
Yeah, I mean,
If
I don't
because
think
he
it's
said
a
he
good
would come back at some point.
idea.
I'm not very
That
good with
sounds
puzzles.
in the.
It's
in the
okay, little one. I
telepathic
like you
bond
just the
says-
way you are. And he pats you on the head.
Yay!
Well, if you're heading out,
Nefer in the telepathic bond says like, fine, and he drops the spell.
Fair.
if you're heading out, I suppose we will too.
Very well. Do give my regards to the town folk. And if you have the time, of course, you might want to go see what's brewing down south. It seems like you might have a bit of rebellion on your hands.
Not impossible.
Oh, very
will-
possible.
we will
I
see.
would know. After all, I'm the one who caused it.
You act like you're laughing like we should be surprised at that statement.
Oh, I don't think you are, but it's still fun. Nothing like inciting a few riots just to see how the pieces fall. People killing their own, brother against brother, all those extra pieces of bits I get to work with. It's an excellent way to refill my stocks. Plus, you'll get to see the look on all the little wee ones' faces as you slay their fathers, and their sisters, and their mothers, as they try to fight back against you in the name of their own freedom. Like they have any will or choice. Okay.
Luckily, Aiden's smart enough to not get an emotional reaction.
You are
Aiden
somewhat
doesn't walk
stealthy.
away.
I just sneak back into the behind the Oni Queen and Oni
Okay.
and One.
What?
Why
Well,
are they so mad?
I don't know why they're so mad. People are just like that.
Ow.
See, you understand the best. Intelligence is a curse. Whereas
Maybe
you
they are
don't
hungry.
have to suffer from it. They might be. They might be. Perhaps you should bring them some food, little one. I'm going to
I
call
will
you
prepare.
Rupert. I think you're a Rupert. Maybe a Sally. Which one would you prefer?
I'm Lem,
Lem.
but I can be whatever that
Lem.
was.
How about Martin? Martin sounds close to
Martin?
Lem.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
You are Martin, my little pet Martin. And soon as I finish all my things, I'll come and pick you up and keep you at home and pamper you to my heart's content. But for now, Martin, go back to your little people. They need you. I will miss you with every beat of my cold, dead heart.
Yay! I miss you too. I will go to my friends. They are very nice.
But with that, I am afraid I have other things to do, so, ta-ta! Everybody give me a dex save.
at least Borb's in my radius, but I don't get that aura anymore for
Right.
you, so bye-bye.
No, it's not anything huge. It's only
Yeah.
a 10 check, so... Because the ground starts rumbling.
I don't know why it again
Well-
makes me unproficient.
Yeah, weird.
Oh boy.
I have an extra
Nephro
plus
falls on his
5.
butt as these tremors start popping out from the ground as an enormous, we're talking gargantuan-sized golem digs itself out from underneath the ground, underneath the chocolatier, and starts strolling away.
Was this a spell?
No.
Okay.
This was
Such a
under
big
us.
friend.
Oh, this is Steve! He gives me a ride wherever I need. Now, Steve, we must be going. Activate
Bye-bye,
the
Steve.
cores. Tell them bye,
Wow, he's-
Steve.
Despite of like he in the telepathic bond, he's gonna say, "Wow, I didn't expect him to travel so obviously with all his like trying to keep secret."
Well, you don't know what he's capable of. I'll give you a little...
I said that telepathically to all
Oh,
of us.
yeah. Which, when he says, say goodbye to them, Steve, the golem turns, waves, and it shimmers and disappears from sight.
Mm. Well,
Lem just returns to the others.
he says like telepathically, like I like that he trusts One and Queen Shala with the city, and that they'll hurry.
Oh, well, this should... I'm sure everyone in the city at least heard, if not felt, what just happened, so it should calm things down.
Hopefully.
Oh, the bigger problem is going to be talking to everyone who shows up shortly in reinforcements, because I'm sure at least Fanfear should show up, if not Ververus herself.
Yeah, I would like to be. It's probably best to be honest with them because we might have to monitor the city a bit more closely for a while.
And we're going to definitely increase the guard count if we can. Hopefully there'll be some more Ogre and Oni tribes willing to join the cause, and locals
Hopefully,
as well.
it'll
Oh,
at least help if there's any undead that appear in the city.
indeed. And perhaps we can talk to some of the other cities to help bolster our defenses, but at the same time, I'm sure they're going to be doing the same to theirs,
Yeah.
now that we have
Either
eyes
way-
on something of that magnitude.
Either way, we're heading out immediately.
I'll have so much fun when you guys fight that thing.
Could you, like, he's gonna try calling out for Phil, but I don't think Phil's are close enough to hear, or I don't know how
Phil
Phil
shows up.
works. Okay. All right. It's safe again.
Okay, that seemed very
Let's be on our-
scary.
Yes, quite so, but we'll take care of it when the time has come.
Was it?
As for
I got
now-
food. There's nothing scary about
Go
food.
ahead,
She gets all of you guys into the cab, the cart again. They start riding back through the city, and This time, all the people are cheering you as, heroes that drove off this horrible force. Nobody... Ugh. Excuse me. A complete opposite atmosphere that it was literally minutes ago. Because they just saw this giant golem rise up and walk away, obviously in fear of their great leaders. Which Oni is totally selling them on. But by the time you get back to the castle, you see that there is an entire platoon of guards in heavy armor bearing the emblem of Ebony Waters with Fanfare at their head. I think you've gotten things sorted out, it seems, according to what I've been told.
To a degree, I suppose.
Well, I mean, at least you don't need the standing army to go and march and kill something.
Not right now.
Ah, well, you heard him, boys. Go on, head back. I'll deal with the
But
diplomatic
it's
part.
very plausible that it'll happen again soon. And that time it'll probably be the fact that we do need it.
That's fair. That's why I'm staying behind to see what we need to figure out.
He'll
it
just
was my
say
day
he'll turn
off,
to the
too.
queen. I'm sorry.
Not
He'll
your
turn to the
fault.
queen. He'll turn to the queen and say that, like, effectively, like, Aiden's gonna like try to set out immediately.
Understandable. I'll deal with this
And-
part of it, as it is my duty as queen. You find your
Thank
little
you.
bard and get your name back.
Lem goes to Ranfur first, like, hello, friend.
So,
Who are you?
hello.
Are you here to be nice to us, like everyone else?
Yes.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
I talked with
I
him before. He's
came-
from Ebony Waters.
Yes, my name is Fanfare.
Like, Lem doesn't
I'm the king of Ebony Waters, and I came here to help you in your plight.
Oh.
May I ask who are you?
I'm Lem. He grabs his hands and shakes it.
He
But
does not
As
resist
usual,
it.
like usual, Lem knows that people shake hands, but he doesn't know you have to let go, so he
Right.
just keeps doing it again.
Yeah, he's just kind of letting his arm shake with you. So, is he all, he kind of points at his head, looking at you guys.
Lem, are you ready to leave?
Oh, we're leaving? Okay.
We're leaving, yes.
Bye, friend.
Goodbye.
go. See you again.
Yes, possibly.
Go take a sandwich.
I might. Good
He
travels.
like stuffs the like bean sandwich on him.
Yeah, he takes it and kind of looks at it with the sort of face that somebody just got literally a mud pie shoved in his hand. Just, I don't want to be rude, but I'm terrified of whatever this might be. I
Then he goes
shall
to the-
save it for later then. Suddenly, diplomacy seems a lot more appealing. Shall we go? And he kind of hurries off as best he can to the meeting chambers. Oh, God. Oh, ow. Oh, as for you guys, it's not hard to get your stuff packed and ready to go. I forget, was this the group? No, it was the other group that had the flying chariot.
Yeah, but we do have like Freya, and we can just like walk faster with like floating discs.
Yeah. It's like I was trying to
Not,
remember
like,
what
super speed. But
strange...
we
things
sadly
you
can't
guys
cut
had.
through the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a war horse, so I'm good.
Yeah.
I can
One
just keep
day-
up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, we could just divide ourselves in the Warhorse
Yeah.
and the Freya.
Yeah.
I'll have
To be fair,
Warp
Blim
hop
can
on
move
with
as
me.
fast as your horses, so...
Not
can
as
run.
fast as
Not
Freya.
Freya
Not
when-
as fast as
Yeah,
Freya,
but I'm talking about horses. Mlem has the same
Yeah.
base speed. So,
But
problem is you're not entirely sure where he went. You know he said he
Nope.
was heading south, but not beyond that.
nope,
We did know that somewhere like
somewhere here,
here, but
So,
somewhere in like
I would
in between
assume
these,
we
like,
could go into this city and check out
Yeah.
if they
Right.
have heard anything.
I mean, they'd certainly be able to
Or
point you
town.
in the way of a strange freak storm.
Yep.
assuming it hasn't gone elsewhere. But so this is our goal for the moment is Middle Shore.
Yeah, because it connects to the road system
Yeah.
easily.
And we met him here somewhere, so...
But yeah, we met him
We
right
met him
here.
right at the crossroads.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay, in here, and he was going south, so we still
Right,
have
yeah.
because
like
the
a...
storm
He
was
was
heading
close
following
south.
like the elemental
Yeah.
thing that were the Fae that was going south.
Yeah.
So okay.
Mm,
Ugh. 30 minutes till the usual stop time, right?
yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
Making sure, just bringing it up. All right. Let's see how your traveling goes. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Give me a moment.
Hey man, we need to get stronger anyways.
Well,
A
I'm-
lich pops up in your path.
You found Bob!
Yay!
Oh, this is going to be possibly interesting. For most of the day, nothing important happens. You pass a few people traveling to Gold Hills, nothing of real note. But as you're settling down to camp for the night, let me see who finds it. Oh.
I guess Mlem with his
Yeah.
keen sight.
Fucking Mlem. As you're bedding down for the night, Mlem, you
Okay.
disturb a metal object.
What?
It seems to be some kind of lamp.
he picks it up and shakes it.
Ooh.
It seems to be empty from the sound of it. There's writing on it, though.
He tries to read it, but probably struggles real bad.
It does have a lot of really hard words. Give me an int check.
Could I
Oh,
could I wake up? Like, is Mlem making enough noise
Oh.
for me to try to wake up?
You kind of make it out. It says, "Rub to free me." And the last
no,
word
someone
you're
is
not
trapped.
really sure what it says. It seems to be some very long word.
He will like... I wonder what I have to rub on it. He takes a sandwich and tries to rub on it with a sandwich.
Fair.
Maybe they are hungry!
Well, it definitely makes some squeaky, oily noises as all of you guys hear the crack of thunder as smoke starts to pour out of this lamp.
Oh no, I broke it!
Which eventually coalesce, which I need to do one more roll to see which one it is, into a red-skinned man. He seems to be dressed very lightly. Borb, you're pretty sure that's an Ifrit.
Yeah. Huh.
Then like lifts the lamp up. Oh no, sorry, did I break your lamp?
No, but you have freed me, little one. I will
Oh.
grant you one wish as thanks.
Wait, Mlem. Wait.
What?
Wait.
The Ifrit casts you a look, Borb. Keep out of this. It's between me and this one.
Just.
You
Aiden's
didn't rub the
ready
lamp.
to-
You don't get the wish.
Nefida's a little bit on guard against this creature.
Aiden's ready to fight it. I mean, it's I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
it's a
same.
light enemy or creature normally.
What can is it like a monkey paw like from my Arcana? Like is it?
You know
monkey
that
paw
Ifrits
type
are a
thingy?
lot more likely to give a monkey paw kind of wish than, say, Jinn or any of the others.
I'll Mlem.
But it's not like they're
Please.
completely evil, so.
Yeah. Mlem, please state exactly what I'm telling you right now. Erase
Huh?
all existence of the chocolatier from this plane.
But he's friendly.
No, the friendly was Teal'c. He's not the chocolatier.
But what if I want food?
I'll give you food. I'll
It
eat
sounds
your
like you
meats.
are having trouble wishing, little friend. Should I make one for you?
Mlem, say that.
Okay, he like tries to monotonely
Okay.
say the same thing that Borb said,
Give me
but
an
at the
int
same
check,
time
then.
he's kind of like, I kind of want food too.
I would be okay with this, but food sounds a lot better.
like in the end, he's like just like the small point, like, but I would like food.
Well, I have heard your
You
true
want the-
wishes, despite what the silly mage has probably told you. Food it shall be! And he summons a hero's feast for you. With that, I am free. And he just
Bye-bye.
kind of dissipates into the air, and the lamp falls to the ground.
Oh, you tried.
Oh no, I should have asked more.
I could have asked for
Question:
two.
Are those lamps like iron flasks?
No, they are not like iron
Probably.
Does
flasks.
the magic just stops going after they're
Right,
free?
it's just the
Yeah.
Jinn or the Ifrit or whatever it is bound within it, and once they're freed, it's just a normal lamp. I mean,
I'm sorry,
looking
Bob.
at it, you could probably get a few gold for it. It's a very nice oil lamp.
I'll take that, Mlem.
Okay, I don't need the lamp.
Which, now that you've picked it
Doesn't
up,
work.
Nephro, you can see that it has Celestial written on it as well that said, "Do not release, lifetime in prison."
Opens his eyes with just terror.
Lem is just eating happily.
Walks up to Aiden and goes and whispers in his ear what this says.
What you see in the common, it says, "Please rub to free me, Effendi." But yeah, he points out, yeah, that what Blem thought was decoration is actually celestial.
What was the how do you spell that name? Offendi?
Basically, it's a foreign way of saying sir or honored person. Think of it as like san
Right.
or dono for Japanese. So, but yeah, Nefer goes, yeah, it says here he's supposed to be in prison for life and not to release him.
What are
Lem
we
is
gonna
like
do
on
about
the
a lost
table, like,
secret?
It's good food though.
Yeah, which the food keeps magically replenishing itself as you eat it.
Well, might as well eat.
Yeah, and if it indulges, now we don't have no choice.
I mean, it doesn't seem to be cursed or anything. Like looking at Mlem.
Yeah, Mlem is just devouring the shit. He seems to be enjoying it. Excuse me.
Like,
Yeah, Nefera just starts arguing with Mlem for a little bit like of ham, just trying to tug it.
More ham
like
appears.
growls a bit.
Fine.
We can share, Mlem.
So
This is a hero's feast. It's for us heroes.
Okay, you can have a bit. That piece is mine.
And just starts literally serving Mlem like plates of like very decorated food.
He
So,
was a very nice guy.
everybody eats. Everybody, except for Mlem, make a constitution save.
Oh no.
Okay.
Mlem, you gain 12 temporary HP for the day.
Okay.
Orb is okay.
I'm still dealing with like
Yeah, it's okay.
Let me just give me my proficiency back that it keeps stealing.
Still don't know why it's only doing that to you.
I don't know.
I
know
think it's
because
my
it's item
computer
based,
in
but
general.
still.
Oh no, I meant taking away his proficiency.
Oh,
I will roll your con save then real quick. Okay, everybody makes it. So nobody gains a level of exhaustion in the morning. But
Woohoo.
only Mlem gains the temporary HP. Your mouths do feel kind of like that cottony, sticky hangout. Ow.
Okay.
sorry.
It's okay.
My
It's
bad.
just, ouch. Like, it feels like you had a hard night drinking, but no hangover. Ugh. I have to scratch that off the list of things to find now. Good job. You got the rarest find in the desert.
We wasted a wish on Mlem.
Yes.
Yep.
To be fair, it's an Ifrit, so he wouldn't have been able to erase the chocolatier from existence
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
So
I was just thinking, like, I probably should have said, like, give us like the exact location of the chocolatier's
see
location.
that he
But
probably could have done, but the way that you worded it would be
Mhm.
more
Yeah,
he
at
shifts
this
you
point-
guys to another plane.
Yeah.
That way you're not on the same plane of existence as him.
I was gonna be more like interested in just like, hey, give him his name back, or like restore his name rather.
Yeah.
That would have been a great idea.
Possibly,
Get
yeah.
his name back.
He probably could have done that one. Cool, back to town, we're done!
Damn.
Glenn's happy though, and that's what really matters, doesn't it?
Great. None of we get a wish, and none of us thought about getting Aiden's
It's-
name back. I feel so
I
bad.
mean, I did, but it's not like Aiden would really want that with a monkey paw kind of situation because God knows what would have
I
happened.
get that. Yeah, I get that.
So,
Which is why he didn't intervene.
oh man.
I was tempted to say food forever, and that would have been a interesting thing, but
It would have been one
Yeah.
ham that you just can't remove from this spot that's forever good, but you can't eat it.
Yeah.
Just becomes this strange landmark, the eternal ham in the desert.
It's like
Mlem would always comment like,
Lem
Yeah.
always tries to take
Yeah,
a
it is
bite out of
always-
it.
Yeah.
You can't get it up the mountain.
No, that's I'm talking about a different guy who can't eat or drink.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Started with an A. Started with an A.
And Midas technically can't do that well either.
Well, yeah, but according to the stories, he actually got that curse removed.
Yeah.
So, God, it's Asphodel, something like that, I think.
That's like the middle plane of Greek hell.
You're right. You're right. Asphodel is that. It's something with an A.
Asmodan?
Might be. Because it was him, Syphilis, and I think Tantalus was the other guy.
Syphilis?
Tantalus was the one who
Tantalus,
couldn't
Tantalus.
drink. Tantalus was
Yeah.
the one who couldn't drink.
Okay.
So I forgot the other one, but he starts with an A, and he has something terrible happening to him too, because there was 3 of those guys. Because Syphilis had his rock, Tantalus had the water, and the other guy couldn't eat anything at the table because he killed his daughters for some reason.
The guy stuck in the pond eating and the apple above him.
Yeah,
That's Tantalus, yeah. Or I think like he just
Tantalus
can't
couldn't
eat or
drink.
Oh, just
Syphilis had his rock, and then the other guy, Aspis, I think it was. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he couldn't eat because every time he tried to reach the apple, it would lower the river, or any time that the other guy tried to drink, it would raise the apple, etc. They basically were punishing each other by existing, by doing what they were supposed to do. So, and I cannot remember their names. Everyone remembers Sisyphus, and most people remember Tantalus, but the third guy, which was arguably the worst of all, I could never remember
And
his
now
name.
we had Spluma added temporarily too.
Yeah. Oh god. Okay, so night passes without any additional incidents. First thing in the morning, though. Everybody give me a perception. It is sight-based. Of course, Mlem
Oh,
can
to
count
be
the
real-
fleas on the camel going by.
I'm finally freed
Ryoko.
from the curse of 19. Like I rolled like 6 no, not 6 times, but 3 times
Yeah,
19.
you had a bunch. Well, you
One after
critted
one.
today, so you critted. And I'll
Yay,
alternate row too.
crit.
Since I
You
know
have a
he's still
plus
lagging.
12.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so Mlem, you're the only one who notices something that kind of reminds you of when you were heading back to Gold Hills. The hills seem to have eyes again. Except these are eye stalks.
Mlem like looks at it for a moment, like stares. Does it clearly look at us?
It seems to be staring around. It looks like one of them is indeed looking in your direction.
Let me do this. He goes to one and tries to pull it.
Oh god. Oh god. Well, you grab one,
Hello.
tug it. Give me a dex save real quick.
Okay. Dex save it.
Well, you managed to jump out of the way as you pull on the
Whee!
eye stalk of a fucking purple worm.
Yippee!
A full-grown purple
Let's
worm.
You see
go!
Blem's eyes sparkle.
Oh my
I have
god,
waited
no.
for
We don't
this
see
moment.
anything because you're invisible to us.
Well,
You can
that's
see the
so-
purple
when
worm.
the purple worm bursts from the fucking ground because
That
it's a
we'll definitely
gargantuan
see.
monster.
But
You
I'll tell
definitely
right
see
now,
that.
Even if we do see Lemon there, we're not focused on that.
Oh my god, let me... Oh lord. Let me go ahead and set up the battlefield, because... Wow!
Right, man, we do need to get stronger one way or another.
Yeah, I don't think you wanted to do it this
Chocolate
way,
didn't
though.
understand.
No, because
I mean, if there's only one, we
well,
might be having a.
It's a
Yeah, okay,
purple worm!
It is a purple worm.
The moment the
boy.
ground starts shaking, Nefer just starts casting one of his elementals.
Oh
Could I have
god.
tried to, like, with that dex save, instead of jumping away, like, stay on it?
Yes, if you
I'm
prefer,
gonna
you
do a
could...
fire one.
It just kept you from being swallowed whole.
Okay, yeah.
If
Oh
we
my
can get
god.
one spell out,
Jesus Christ.
that would do some good.
Because it is very stunned at the fact that something tugged its fucking eye stalk, you will get one action before the combat officially starts.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast my fire elemental.
So, oh my god.
I suppose
This
if we do
may
have
not
that
end well.
opportunity, I'll be casting Bless from the amulet on me.
Let me get a fire elemental put together for...
I'll do it on me, Borb, and Lem, I guess.
Okay.
Yay, we are gonna die!
It's quite possible.
Not impossible. I'm pretty sure that thing is like challenge rating 16 or something.
If you give me a nature check, I'll tell you.
I'm great at that.
I mean, I think
Um,
it's 15 or 13, somewhere around, depending which one it is.
No, anybody that wants to do a nature check can.
Okay.
I'll
This
try.
is
it.
like a extra one. Where is nature? Here.
I'll do it for Nephro real quick.
Yes, please.
Actually, wait.
Well, I'll rule that Lems is just high enough because it matches its CR.
Huh.
Well, thank you for telling us that information, I guess.
Hey, this is Mlem's favorite food!
Not great. It's not a great sign when the DM willingly gives out information about the enemy.
Well, I think that's what the nature check was for.
Yes.
Yeah, but like the AC thing,
Well,
or was it?
CR.
Oh, did you say AC?
Down
Oh,
here.
CR.
That's
okay.
a CR.
Oh, I didn't remember purple worms being that high. Jesus.
Well, the
But
one
if-
you
yeah, if
fought
it's just
earlier was a
one, we-
baby purple worm. That's what you fought in the very
yeah,
beginning.
no, but those are like CR like 5 or 6.
Right. Nope.
I think the baby is 13,
the,
and the big
young
one
I
is
think.
15.
Like,
I'm pretty sure though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the old one is like 15 and like 16.
Like if
But
you
if it's
don't
18,
have like a
Jesus.
custom one, it should be 15 on the basic Monsterpedia, but the original purple worm, that's not 5e purple worm, was
Yeah.
much higher CR.
Well,
yeah.
we
Well,
should
the
still
young
be able
purple
to
worms
take
are
Yes.
13. The full growns are 18.
Phew. Okay. Well, this is going to
Oh,
be
no.
interesting.
I'm sorry. You're right. I was reading this AC. It is 15 CR.
Oh, so it is.
Still
Okay, so
fucking terrifying, but...
I mean, it's
Yeah,
still higher level
absolutely.
than us.
Yeah,
Like
so,
by 2 levels higher
I
than
just
us.
know that the purple worm is one of the monsters that got nerfed a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It got nerfed immensely because it used to be like a
Yeah.
CR 20 creature.
Yeah, it
Alright,
could
shall we
eat
fight?
like cities and everything. Yeah.
Guess so.
Oh, right. So, Nephro summoned that. What is everybody else's goodie?
I blessed with my
Become
amulet. I
spirit.
blessed me, Mlem, and Borb.
I will use like a full attack on like with my bow. He will run along the worm a bit and then shoot.
Pow, pow,
Yeah, he will
pow!
also use the rest of his thing to just close the gap a bit.
So,
I will stay.
well, no
Wait.
movement, just the action. So,
Right.
Bleb's got a little bit of a difference because he's basically on the worm. So,
Yeah.
I'll make my dragon.
yeah, put your
47
summons
first.
wherever you want them. I just put them next to you. So,
Neat.
I will attack all the 3 times. I should be actually it's 4 times.
yeah.
No, the
because
fourth time comes when we start the actual
Right.
thing. So it's next
next
when the
turn.
actual initiative thing.
Start
So
of.
just 3.
Yep.
But all of
Two.
these are advantage and crits because before it can react and move, all my things are
Yep.
crits.
Good old assassin.
As long as I hit it, of course. But
I think you will. Oh, never mind.
it's my favorite food, so +2. But it doesn't might not
quite
matter.
enough.
Was it?
No,
Yeah.
it is 18 AC. So, just under
So
it.
2 crits.
So, 2 crits. Roll that damage.
This is gonna be the first one because I will add my
What's,
fucking sneak attack and everything on it. But what was the? I think it's D6 now.
I know it's at least
Just-
a
just a
D6,
sec.
so
I have to check
it might
which.
be 2D6 now. I don't know how many levels of rogue you
It
have.
goes up, yeah. Like I have a couple. I'm
I think if
just
you're
gonna
level
2d6, yeah.
Okay, it's like I
So
think if you're third level
4d6.
rogue, you get the second D. So
4d6 plus
music.
2d8 from my Gloomstalker.
Hey man, I mean, we do want to try and level, so this is probably a good idea.
there we go.
Fight!
There we go. So the first attack is like 44, and then the next one. Was that an attack or? Oh, that was an attack, not damage.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm trying to find. It's okay. I'm just trying to find the damage myself. So
There we go. Did that have any extra? I think because it's my favorite, it does add.
It
2
does add
to
damage.
each attacks.
Yeah.
So 4 also.
so okay.
Yes, it was, but I also don't see it in the thing.
I don't think we have rolled yet because this is the extra
We
thing,
did,
and
we did.
now we okay.
Yeah, initiative's about to start. So
No, it was already rolled.
no, it's rolled, but we haven't started combat.
Oh,
So this is
Yeah.
the free room.
that's why it hasn't showed up.
And how much was your sneak attack? I forgot.
22.
22 for the sneak attack.
Yeah, so basically the first attack was full 44 points and then the 26 extra to it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Plus the 4.
Right.
I keep forgetting
Plus
the 4.
4. Not a bad first volley there.
Yeah, and
It
I will
definitely makes some
use-
very angry noises.
he will use the... He's basically standing on it right now, so
Yes.
bonus action hide.
Well, it is your turn in the combat, so
So we start with this again. I'm gonna use the same thing. The first one is advantage. It hasn't still moved, so everything is a
Right.
crit.
like fucking.
Now
All I can picture is
hit.
Blem pulling a fucking Starship Troopers, standing on the bug, just lighting the fucker up.
And now 4 attacks. One more. I have to fucking scroll up.
So
The last barely hits because it's the +2.
yeah, the
The-
last one matches, so it doesn't.
So 3 hits.
2 hits because
One
you match its
doesn't.
AC.
Oh, it matches. Okay.
Yeah, it matches. So 2 hits
Should
out of it.
I... Let me check one thing. Nah. 2 hits.
Oh.
Damage.
So if I drag a nugget, huh?
And once again, this plus this.
What's nugget?
He's next. See, are we on a battlefield?
Yes. Oh, I forgot to
Oh,
move
I'm
you.
not.
I'm on the main
Yeah,
map.
I know.
I'm on the
I
main map.
completely forgot to switch. My bads. I thought it had switched, but apparently you decided not to.
Yeah, no, you're good. I was confused.
Oh.
Dragon something.
There we go. Okay. Damage. There we go.
Yeah, those are all plus the 4 once again. Then Mlem will move. I assume he will be able to, like, because he was running down last, like,
Yeah, you can
round,
move.
and then he can move away a bit.
Yeah,
Wee.
since the worm has not yet moved.
Bonus action free disengage.
Gotcha. How is...
Whippy.
There's Nugget. Nugget the Eternal. Okay. That means Nephro is up.
As I am actually trying to, I'll order the fire elemental to move close to the worm,
Mm-hmm.
and I will attack. And then with my action, I'm gonna try to see if I can cast the water elemental.
Hi, sir.
Also, I forgot that I am using the new bow. It takes extra damage because they are all continual.
Oh yeah, it's got
damage
the
that hits
D4
it
every
does.
time. That's right.
So I. How many times did I hit?
You
I
hit it 4 times.
3 times. 4 times. Okay,
4 times. So it has 4 burrowing worms in it.
how much was it? I'm gonna
I
check
think
quickly.
it's D4 at the start of its rounds? But double check me.
Yeah, I'm checking it right now.
The worms got worms.
2d4
Ah, okay. 2D4.
per worm, so
We got 8D4.
8d4.
And is it the start of its turn, correct? Dude, you're filthy again.
I think so at the start of its turn. But because we skipped one,
Yeah, it's
it
still
would
going to
take
take some... The
it takes like 4d4
Yeah.
right now, but the next time he takes the full 8
Right.
8d4s.
Okay.
Did you roll it for me or
I did.
was that it? Okay. Thanks.
Okay. So yeah, Nephro, it moves up. It can easily reach it with its 50 foot of movement.
Okay. I'm being able to like click stuff, but it's taking a little while to.
No, it's all good. I'm assuming you want him to attack it. There you go.
I'm on it. Exactly. There you go.
Nope. It does get
Alright.
2 attacks though.
Yeah.
Oh, that one hit.
Perfect. Hit for damage. And no.
Okay. 6. Right, it's definitely looking kind of haggard.
Okay. And with my action, yeah, I'm just gonna summon the water elemental.
I'm getting nowhere near this. Take my things. Water elemental.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I imagine I can't attack until the next turn.
No. Because that
Okay.
takes your action.
Alright.
So, purple worm.
So we're good.
Since see, it's got.
No, I meant with the water elemental, but it's okay if I don't until the next turn.
This is going to be hilarious because it's going to try to bite the fire elemental first.
Oh,
Mmm,
also it
spicy
takes
chili,
this
man.
now.
So it bites it. What the hell is that? Oh yeah, thank
That
you.
was
The
my
damage. Yes, the
worm
damage.
damage.
So let me add that to it real quick.
Worms in worms.
Yep, worms filled with worms. Now this is going to be funny. So, okay. It needs to make a dex save. It is swallowed.
Spicy!
Oh,
So it
God.
takes the 1d10 fire damage from swallowing it.
It's like, no, this was not what I
Which-
wanted to. Too much chili.
So it takes 22 points of damage on the fire elemental. So,
Okay.
so it takes 4 points of fire damage. And when does it start taking the acid damage?
I think it takes it
At the start of each of the worm's turns. So it takes it now at the start of its next turn. So it also takes the 66 acid.
What, acid?
Yes.
acid, yeah.
The worm's digesting fire.
Oh. That's why it's taking acid. I thought it would just like start burning from the inside.
It is, but it's burning it, and the acid is eating the fire elemental. So
Hey, man.
this is the shit a DM has to deal with. Nope. Don't move the worm yet. So now that it has this thing eaten, it has tremor sense. It looks like you're the closest, Mlem.
Yep.
So what is its movement? 50. So yeah,
And Lem didn't even hide this time, so
yeah.
it was the disengage.
So it has a 10-foot reach, so it is here, and it is going to try to stab you with its tail stinger. I think that hits.
Problem is, Mlem is immune to poison damage.
He will
Yeah,
take the
but-
piercing,
Yeah,
of
he'll
course.
take the piercing, just not the poison.
You did
damage,
hit.
So
You did it.
I was gonna say, if that didn't hit, I would have been mortified.
what is Mlem doing? So 20 piercing damage.
Yeah.
So, but no poison because Mlem is immune.
Yes. 20.
Or
Let me take it away. There we go.
Ugh.
Now it should be. Yes.
Meow, meow, meow. Why won't you let me head bonk you, you filthy kitty? You're dusty again. You're the one rolling in dirt.
Lem was probably trying to bite the stinger when it hit.
No!
That's why he got hit. Like, food.
Cut back! Oh, God.
The dragon's attack. Oh wait, that's a save. Isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's no.
Yeah, that hits.
2,
14 points of damage.
6.
You have never seen Lem this happy, by the way. It's like full sparkles, eyes are giant.
Just rainbows over his head. What's the d6?
Yeah, 11 damage from the dragon's attack.
Oh, okay.
This is
Okay.
everything he seeked out for.
And then
Jesus, you guys are devouring this thing.
20 DC save for
What the fuck?
1d6 of damage.
Which stat?
Dex.
Dex. Okay. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna
Imagine
make
being
that.
a dexterous purple.
Yeah, he's got a -2 to that. so
Poor guy.
so he takes 4
He's so
points of
big.
damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's kind of an easy target to hit.
I mean,
I
he has
wonder why.
armor.
Yeah, but I mean, oh god, hitting all his weak points there, huh? Yeah, I don't think he made that.
Do we have same stats with that?
Yes, he has.
Yes, we do.
He has 5 int. No, actually, he has 1 int. He only has 1
Oh, no!
intelligence, so he's even dumber than you.
Okay, because -3 is what my the
Yeah.
modifier is when I roll.
His is a -5.
Oh, okay.
And he is incapacitated.
Fair. Okay, so. Oops.
Can't do anything.
I believe that's correct for incapacitated. So.
Can't take actions or reactions. Yeah.
Not that I think he's going to live that long.
Yeah, just in case. It doesn't swallow anybody else.
Yeah. Anything else there, Borb?
I think You guys can handle the rest.
Aiden, you're up. Which
Can
there's
I-
smoke coming out of this thing's mouth.
Can I like
I'll let you know
make?
that it can't swallow you.
Can you make?
That's good. Can I make like Freya's action be like picking me up on her back?
Well, you're already riding her when this happened, so.
Okay. Because then I'll just
Because
whoop.
Lem literally split from the party to pull the funny thing in the sand.
Let's see, because we're kind of moving in tandem, I can like easily get over there with her because of her like hooves.
Mhm.
Is 90 foot like just walk speed with the like item,
Yeah.
and getting off Freya, I'm assuming would take an action, or like is that a bonus
That's a
action or
movement. It'd be a movement.
movement?
Unless you're
Okay.
wanting to, like, jump off and hope.
No, no, I'll use Aiden's movement since he's like close to it anyways now. And like once that has happened, he already will tell Freya to like move her like movement way. The rest of it.
You sure about that? Oh,
It's
wait, it can't react. That's
incapacitated.
right, it can't react. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
So yes.
It's like, I just like to think of Flare stopping, flinging you directly into its mouth.
Yeah.
I got this!
Let's see. I won't try. I'm not planning on using anything. Oh wait, for your previous attack actions, you could have also used bless because I did bless you.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh.
Some
I
of
just
my
remembered
attacks
that.
would have probably
Yeah, at
hit,
least
but
one of
we
them
can
would've hit
ignore
for
it.
sure.
It already.
Yeah, I think you're pretty
Yeah.
much have already killed this thing, so...
Is it an advantage with incapacitation or?
No, it's...
I think it is.
Is it?
Oh,
I think
it's just
Yeah, it
No,
just
it's
can't
not.
do anything,
No,
so...
it's
okay.
not,
Okay,
okay.
so
does not
would
get
be
the
restraint
advantage.
that has the advantage.
Restrain,
Okay, yeah, true.
restrain would do that. So those
Okay.
do both hit.
Right.
Jesus. And you finish off the worm.
Neat.
So the fire
No
elemental kind of
elementals disappear.
crawls out of this thing.
It looks a little bit like well, not what's the like sorrowful for it, I guess.
Which, Mlem, you notice that your worms are still eating at its body.
It's fine, I will eat somewhere else too.
Yeah, given that this
He
thing
hopes
is like...
inside.
Oh, God!
Yum, yum.
Dear Lord.
He knows he can't really get through the
The armor?
plates,
Yeah.
so of course you get the meat best from inside.
Yep, and part of it
Never
is already
try to
cooked.
salvage whatever parts we can use and sell.
Well, Borb, you have no idea how to go about disassembling something this size, but you're pretty sure its plates are gonna be worth something, considering they're so damn tough, but
I mean,
there's
Aiden
so
has been
fucking
willing
much
to
of it.
like dismember it.
Can I do nature?
You can try nature.
Ugh.
I mean, the
All
plates
I
are...
know is we're still gonna have to carve it so more take it.
Yeah, you have a gargantuan creature here. Like, if I
There's so
remember
much
right,
meat.
I think purple worms are like fucking 100 foot in length or some stupid crap like that.
Yeah.
So,
First of all, Aiden's going to try a softer spot and just carve it open,
well, you
just
can
to see if
kind
it
of
has.
pry off the plates now that it's not moving.
Yeah, like he'll also cut open like an area with the stomach around, like just a wide area, just to see if it swallowed any like valuables or something.
That it did. So, you find inside of it a pile of coins and precious stones.
Oh,
So let me see what you get real quick. Also, you do find 2 potions of some sort in there. Thankfully,
Okay.
glass is immune to acid, so... So here
Now.
is- those are the gemstones.
Never mind.
or you're smart. Go roll on the like gems.
Those were the potions.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the potions.
The potions.
The first one, you're pretty sure is a potion of healing, supreme. The other one, you're pretty sure is a potion of healing. You're just not sure what level.
Okay.
Ah, itchy ear.
Hmm.
So, and Mlem is just having the time of his life right now. So it
Sorry, what were
doesn't
the
actually say
potions?
how big they are. Borb identified one as a cat move.
That's a cool potion.
Yep. A
Cat
supreme
wolf
healing.
potion.
The other one he knows is some sort of healing potion, but he's not sure what
Right.
one it is. So, okay. Yeah, basically the purple worm is 4 tons in weight and about 100 foot long.
Aiden would definitely volunteer for the supreme healing, being like the front man.
Hey, I already got one. so-
After the Tarask incident.
That's not
I
him,
know,
at least.
I know, but...
Ryoko
Jesus.
luckily had a lot of healing in her reservoir.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're keeping it from decaying, at least. And it...
Yeah, well,
You ruined my fun! I can't have my undead purple worm now!
that too.
How long would it take? Oh, I guess the chocolatier could have fucking.
Yeah, he could have
swooped
shown
in
up
those-
and within an hour have a brand new giant undead purple worm running around.
Yeah.
Which, can you imagine what sort of horrible, additions he could make to one of those?
Yeah, I was more
The thing
thinking
is
that
that
like,
I
he
don't-
did that because they, after like a minute, like a while, they just turn undead and become alive again automatically. I
Yeah.
was mortified.
No, nothing like that. Unless you were in a very terrifying area.
Yeah.
My brain was only going like it's Mem's favorite food, so I don't think he's gonna leave a trace until it's done.
There's no way you guys can
Lem
carry
can't eat it
all
all.
this meat. Even with all your bags of holding, if you emptied them all out and filled them with nothing but purple worm, there
Oh,
is
he'll try to eat it,
no
I'll bet.
way. So,
Carry 500 pounds of stuff at least. But
yeah, but...
I don't know if we want to bring that to a zone where there's potentially a war going on.
Well, it's not
But
going on in
maybe
Middle
feed
Shore.
'em.
He said
You
Southern.
see Lem already chucking out like other kinds of foods because he has to sacrifice some of it to fit more
Oh.
purple worm into his like bag.
Which inside of it there is a variety of old bones and rocks and just all sorts of shit this worm has eaten. All the
He will
weapons and
chuck-
armors you find are completely useless because they've been eroded by the acid.
Right. I mean, the money's good.
Oh yeah.
Also, Lem will like eat as much as he can of the purple
God.
worm and of the things he
Yes.
is chucking away, but he is chucking away like 300 pounds worth of stuff
Yeah,
just to fill it
other
with purple
stuff.
worm.
Like I imagine
Out of-
as he's collecting it, he's basically doing like a old cartoon termite and just nom 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 through the body.
Yeah.
Out of character, I'm just glad we fought more things to like get closer to a level up.
Yeah.
No,
We
my
really
bean
need them.
sandwiches, my elk, and my armadillo.
To be fair,
What
most of
no
the others
carry
you
weight
could
rules
probably
does
get
the
fairly
motherfucker.
easy besides the armadillo.
We don't have carry weight rules, but we do obviously like have the thing that you can't just carry a whole purple worm. with
Yeah,
something
no,
full
you
of
can't
stuff.
just fucking shoulder that thing.
We're just not like luckily overweighing ourselves because I believe like Aiden. No, I think Ryoko's like gone
Ryoko is
past that.
definitely
Well,
past that.
But she does
Well-
have 28 strength now too.
Yeah, but that
Let
doesn't
me
give you as
bring
much
a little
carry
bit
weight
of
as
logic
you think.
into this. But let me bring a little bit of logic into this. We got a Borb that can make.
Yeah, but the problem is the corpse won't rot, but once you cut the meat off, it will start to rot.
Yes.
I would imagine the tensor splitting disc more for scales.
Yeah,
Right.
like the plates won't decay. The meat in this sort of heat would very quickly begin to spoil if it's not, prepped properly or stored in a bag of holding. Go, kitty, commit.
Yeah, we have, but we have the materials to actually make like a small little caravan to carry all
No,
this.
Ryoko's not past her carry capacity.
Seriously.
Ryoko can hold 420 pounds,
Okay,
and she has 240 pounds on her right now.
that makes sense. Kitty.
And she has a push, drag, or lift capacity of 840.
Yes. Which it used to be much bigger in 3.5. So
Yeah.
they severely nerfed that sort of thing in 5e because a 25
shit.
strength, you'd be
That
able
means
to
that-
lift 3,000 pounds in 5 or 3.
I
That means-
forgot!
What?
Lem has portable hole!
Oh God, you
I get
do!
more meat!
There is also, I just thought about this, like Ryoko can just basically deadlift 400 kilograms like it's almost nothing.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Well,
frightening.
kilograms or pounds? Oh yeah, you
Well,
said
840
800. So yeah,
pounds
about
and
400.
400 kilograms,
Yep. Oh god damn it! My
just under. And that's not like with just not even like trying to do more without a strength. Like that's just what she can
yeah, that's
do.
just your basics. So just
That's fucking nuts.
yeah, that is absolutely terrifying.
My
Honestly,
goodness.
this fight brought a beautiful conclusion. To be honest.
God damn it, cat. Got dirt all over everything. Ah! Shit.
Just the imagination of seeing Lem flying with the eye stalk.
I'm surprised he doesn't make him into a hat or something.
I mean, he probably takes like a tooth or something to try and carve out as a trophy, but
Why won't it pull up my
Otherwise-
portable holes? Weird.
he just gets everything. Portable hole is 10 feet, like long thing.
All right. After this, I do have to stop though.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Just a sec. I'm
Yeah.
just checking these things.
6 feet.
Like, how
diameter, I
much-
think. Yeah, how much it can hold and everything.
Yeah. Like it says that the extra dimensional hole of 10 feet deep,
Hmm?
cylindrical space within the. It doesn't really say the otherwise. I guess it's like
I think it says like 6 feet across, but I'm double checking. Because I know it did have a size, so.
this is only what it says
yeah,
in the
circular-
description.
Here,
Yeah.
I've got it right here. It's a circular hole sheet 6 feet in diameter. So it's a 6 by
Okay.
10 hole.
How much fucking?
Oh my god. Given the size of the worm, you'd be able to basically store 10 foot of worm. So if
Okay.
you chopped it up and kept meat and filled it up with meat,
It filled it up with meat. Yes. Maybe
that's-
the eyes and like organs and stuff. Anything he can eat, he will stuff the whole like full.
honestly, the way these things
Gosh,
are,
man.
the organs would probably be included in the meat because it's basically a hollow tube meant for tunneling.
Yeah.
So the eye stalks would be like the only, and the eye stalks and the plates are the only outside things that wouldn't be meat for this thing. It's basically like a giant crab leg.
He does take the eyes though,
I assumed you would.
because
Which-
they are like a nice thing.
Let me see how many you got out of that. 7 eye stalks were salvageable.
Okay.
The other one was destroyed. It was the one you pulled on. It actually got pulled off.
Is there any way I could try to harvest some of its poison?
It doesn't. Well, from that, you would need a nature check.
Okay.
I can
Damn.
aid.
Well, that's enough to
Oh,
get
you
a
already
dose.
got enough.
It's not going to last long, but you do get a dose of its poison.
If I stick it in my bag of holding, will it like do?
It's
So
time
yeah.
still passes in there, so it
Oh.
will lose its potency.
Okay.
So you get 1 dose, which let me pull up the. It's a DC 19 save, Constitution, and it deals 12d6 worth of poison on a fail.
Okay.
Unfortunately, unless you find someone to stabilize the poisons, they just break down naturally.
Right.
So if you can find someone within, let me see how long it's going to stay stable for you. 3 days. You'll have 3 days to stabilize it before it loses its potency.
Gotcha.
And at that point, each day that passes, it'll go down 1d6 in damage.
Do I need to make like strength rolls to rip out some of the teeth and like plates and stuff?
No, I mean, you can just get those out with enough time and some grit.
Okay.
And plus, you've
Oh,
got...
like the teeth.
Hmm?
Sorry, yeah, I was gonna
Sorry.
say the teeth should be easy enough to just like put in my bag of holding or something to sell, and
Yeah,
the plates
and-
we'd have to actually carry with
Because the teeth are more
other
like...
means.
Have you ever seen like a drill bit for drilling in
Yeah.
stone? They're basically
It's
like
just-
that. They're not sharp, they're just
Yeah.
rounded and nasty.
Mm.
Right.
So
Lem
as-
took like one of the smaller teeth just to have as like a
Well,
trophy.
given that,
Otherwise, he doesn't.
these teeth are about the
Yeah.
size of daggers. So that is a
I guess,
small
I guess
tooth.
on his alchemy kit.
How many
For
teeth
me, I
could
guess on his al. Go ahead. You first.
Oh, I was gonna say how many could I like? How many would I get out from this one?
You can salvage 19 teeth.
All right, that should be fine for my bag of
So,
holding.
the other ones are either too worn down or chipped or broken.
right? And then the plates, how many are there that we have to
Oh
transport?
god, if you go down the entire thing, each plate is 10 foot wide
We can
by
carry 500 pounds of it. So
Yeah.
by 30 foot
there's-
wide. So basically they're about the size of a trailer house each. As for weight, I mean, there's no official thing, but given that they're a chitin, they're definitely going to be a little bit lighter than most things, but given they're a few inches thick, at that size, I would say they're about 100 pounds per plate.
Get you.
Nefida just wants us to
Jesus.
check if he can grab a little bit of the acid.
I mean, it's stomach acid. Do you have something glass to keep it in?
I have an alchemy kit.
Fair. I mean, it's acid. Same thing. It's going to kind of lose its potency over time.
Yeah, I just want to keep it in small vials.
Also,
Try
the
to make
problem is
something
it
out of
is
it.
going to eat wooden corks. So, and that's the usual stopper for vials is wood or wax, and it'll eat through both of those.
Fair.
And besides,
I was just thinking.
most of the stomach acid is kind of pouring out as Mlem is carving this thing, so yeah, all in all, I'm assuming Mlem stuffs his bag of holding filled with however much meat it will carry. As for the
I
portable...
did leave some other stuff there too, but Texas, it's basically almost full of purple worm.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
As for the whole, I'm going to say that you have roughly a ton of purple worm meat in your portable
Says-
Okay.
Because, I mean,
Um,
it's... I know Mlem, he's just shoving it with as much meat as he can, jumping up and down on it like a Bugs Bunny character. So, and from what I know of meat, that is roughly, considering there's no bones in that, about a ton worth of raw meat.
Mm.
So, holy fuck.
He's so happy.
Gotta take a drink, stretch, and pet the kitty. Oh.
Oh, it's. We should probably leave it here for today.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So congratulations, Mlem's curiosity got him unlimited purple worm meat.
And his entire goal in this campaign.
Yep, he has now
It
hit his
has
life
been his
goal.
dream from
Oh,
the start
God.
of the campaign.
Not just a baby one, a full-grown one.
Yeah.
He will sleep so well tonight.
Next, he will go after something bigger.
Yep. Oh, man.
Happy
Gotta make us
lizard.
Dalamador. You gotta
Happy
make us a
lizard.
Dalamador type of boss.
Let's go after Tiamat now.
Oh, man. All right, then. We'll go ahead and call it there. Pick it up at a later time. Now that
All
Mlem
right.
has completed
Yeah.
his story arc. So. All right, guys. That was fun. I'll see you again next week.
Yep.
See
peace
ya.
out.
Later.
Bye-bye.
No, I don't have any viewers, huh? Okay.